Hello, welcome to Water Under the Bridge.
Tweet, tweet.
What are you? No. This is a Pathfinder 2nd edition game in which we're playing adventures from other games
As birds.
converted. What? No.
What?
No.
Oh,
We're not
okay.
doing the birds thing.
Okay.
Woo. It's gone. Just go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Ava. I play Junko, the ASMR rogue, and I have these.
Oh. Thematically
Hi.
appropriate.
I'm Mev. I play Medora, the human pirate sorcerer, and I have this.
Cool, that's what we're doing. So, hi, I'm Ashley. I play Ithri, who is a dwarven fighter, and I have this.
I was hoping you would do that.
I'm Ashley. I play Cora, the ASMR monk, and I have this.
Ooh,
Oh,
it's cute.
cool! Redstone.
Nice.
It lights
glows
up,
too. Yeah.
But the
Oh.
battery's dead, so I can't show you.
Oh.
But I have this. Yep. Redstone.
Nice.
Yep.
And I'm Askell Archer. I'm the GM for today. I'll be playing everything else, and I have this. That's pretty much all I got.
That's probably the worst thing out of everything.
It's literally just for my ADHD. So here we are.
Nice.
Now everybody's is disappointed.
That's holding
Not me
everything
expecting
together.
you to pick up a
It
pet.
really is. I need it.
I should have done that.
But also, chat, you can be a part of today's game in two ways. The first is by spending your gold pieces, your channel points on on hero points. I gotta get used to that. Listen, it's a reflex. On hero points that our players can spend to not die or to re-roll shitty dice rolls, and usually, statistically, roll worse. But also, the second way is far more important. For the foreseeable future, we are raising funds for the Malaria Consortium, and there is a menu, if you will, of different amounts that you can donate to this charity for various incentives. But let's talk a little bit about them. What do? They are a nonprofit specializing in raising funds to address communicable diseases in Africa and Asia, like malaria or COVID. I found out recently that is another thing that they actually put their attention to. And it costs about $7 to help one, oh god, I need Kelso here, child affected by these things in that region. Oh god, I need to
Say
get
that, 'cause it
her
sounds
info.
good.
Yeah, it does sound good, and I'm pretty sure it's true. So for $7, you can give one of our... Nope, for $7, you'll get a thank you from us at the end of the stream. For $25, you can give a hero point to any of our players or a villain point to me, which I will use. It's also the only way players can get a hero point when they already have 3. Otherwise, they are capped at 3. Finally, for $50, you can create your own concept of an NPC, send it to me on our community Discord, and I will work them into the game somewhere. And of course, there are special commands for those. What are you doing? Why are you taking
Wait.
your hero points?
Because I didn't have.
Everybody
meant-
gets one.
I know, I forgot.
All of you get one
She
hero
take
point
and she
now.
also give.
She take,
We'll
and she
say.
take,
Goodness.
and she take.
I
What is
forgot I
that
get-
music?
I already typed it, but can you hit the button? I mean, I don't remember the give.
Got it.
Yeah, tell us about the DJ, Askell.
Yeah,
DJ
yeah.
Askell.
The DJ. If you are liking the music that you're hearing, all of our music comes from Michael Gelfi Studios and Tabletop RPG.
getting down.
No, is that right? Yes, Tabletop RPG music. I really should just make a damn command for it, honestly. All right. All right, I think that's it. I think that's everything.
Okay,
So-
escape.
Let's get this thing going.
You could
We're back.
take a peek.
And
Hi.
we're back. Okay. So, when last we left off, you, the Valkyrie, were in the capital city of Eminence and had just activated a set of magic bracelets that would teleport you, you hoped, back to the village of Hummelbank into the dungeon cells of a familiar tower. I think we're going to pick up right there. No severe recap really necessary for today,
Okay.
right? I mean, that's kind of, you're in
No.
I mean, yeah.
interlude territory now.
Yeah, I think we're good.
You feel everything go dark as the bracelets are slipped on. And you're not initially aware of the darkness fading so much as your eyes become accustomed to the dark. And you realize that you are in cramped 5x10 stone cells.
Cool.
There is a little bit of straw on the floor. Each of you is alone, by the way.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
There's a solid reinforced oak door that is the only means in or out, and there are no windows. There's a bucket in each
Yeah.
of them.
Any guards?
Are there not
No.
even windows in the door?
No, there's like a slat that opens, but it's on the outside,
Yeah, okay.
and they're all shut. But there's also some fetters and chains in each of these cells.
I assume we don't appear chained up. That'd be inconvenient.
You are not chained up.
I mean, Ithri was lying on the floor when he put the manacles on, so is he still lying on the floor?
Actually, yeah, we were under the bed. We're just like, ugh.
Yeah, each of you would find yourself on this nasty, mildewy stone floor.
Guys? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Your
Tucker.
voices are distant and muffled, but you can vaguely hear each other if you listen very closely.
Did you get it here?
Yes.
I am.
No.
So-
Did you say no?
It sounds like E3 is between Junko and Korra.
Can I start trying to pick my lock?
Do you have thieves' tools?
Yeah.
Then go right on ahead. Let's do
That
this
aren't
thing.
broken?
So guys,
Yes.
what's the plan now?
You gotta get out and go find Burn. I'm sure he'll. Oh, right, he doesn't know us. It could be a
Yeah.
You
little
hear
awkward.
a horse whinny just outside the doors.
No one
29?
here knows us.
Oh,
29 is your first success. The doors start, like, the lock is not too advanced.
I
They
think
weren't
that's,
made for
that's
holding you.
Applejack. Give
20?
her some pets.
The lock pops open.
All right. See you guys.
What?
I'm kidding. And I'm gonna start picking their locks.
Well, you're still in your cell.
Yeah, I know. I'm zooming in right now because my character sheet was above the only spot I can see.
You should be able to open the door now.
Ah,
Stepping out, you can see that there are two horses. Horses?
Wow.
Horses.
Two horses.
Tied off on the opposite side of an otherwise round basement. One of the horses is substantially larger than the other, which is funny considering it's the smaller of the two tokens. These are pre-made. You can see that there's hay and oats and some buckets and a trough full of water kept all about. You can see that there are exactly 4 cells here. It's a good thing there wasn't a 5th one of you, or they probably would have ended up in a wall. And there is an unguarded set of stone steps that leads up. Otherwise, this area appears abandoned.
okay.
Go ahead, Junko. I have a crowbar, but I'd rather not damage his stuff.
18.
18 fails.
So is the plan to like chat to these guys or just to run away? Because they don't know us.
We're gonna
Well-
chat.
We could introduce ourselves. I, for one, am very excited to see Mr. Byrne.
This door is unlocked.
Yeah, I prefer Rutger myself.
Which one?
I like
The
record.
bottom one.
Okay.
I think the Cora one.
Opening up the bottom door. Medora, you don't have dark vision, do you?
I have Gleam.
I think Medora has like
Gleam Sip.
Ooper super.
Low light vision.
I have low light vision, not dark vision.
So you probably can't see down here.
Okay,
You hear your cell door open, but you don't.
You know
see who
what?
opened it.
I just saw you turned off the lights.
Mhm.
So is it like pitch black?
Yes,
I
your
also
dark
have-
vision has kicked in.
I have low light, but since it is dark, I'll put my halo up.
Okay, well, I believe
You're
you have a button
welcome.
for that.
One
I'm just telling you I'm
Oh,
doing it.
a natural 20 is 2 successes, so you actually are able to.
I rolled a 17
Oh.
at first.
So that's just a fail.
Did it work?
Okay.
I turned it on.
Then-
Doesn't seem to have.
Did you have yourself
Hold on, it's not working. Ting,
Did
ting,
you
ting,
use
ting.
the right macro?
It says toggle halo.
Oh! Oh!
using all
Oh!
your nat 20s to get
Oh!
out of prison
Oh!
cells, but yeah,
There
I'll
it goes,
take
wait.
it.
There
I'm
it
a
goes.
Thirteen now?
pick luck
Okay.
god for
Okay.
now.
Clearly.
The doors are unlocked.
What about my lock?
It's unlocked.
Never mind.
Wait, did you unlock it?
Woo!
Oh yeah. Oh,
Holy cow, those horses are huge.
Mhm.
well, that's a bright light.
One of them looks to be a war horse.
Is
The
one
other
of them Applejack?
was that Rutgers or Burns?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
I'm gonna
yeah,
grab.
that sounds like that'd be probably Burns.
I'm gonna grab an apple and give it to Applejack.
That's the top one.
Oh, oops.
I mean,
you go.
maybe let's not
Okay.
mess with horses that we don't know.
Why? But we were best friends.
I
Well,
am going. Oh, yeah.
She's pretty excited about this. She'll take the apple, though it
Yeah.
is very late. It looks like the horses were sleeping.
Sorry to wake you up.
Is there like a
Um,
dimmer on the thing?
May
Oh
I?
no, it's full or nothing.
Okay.
I could put a blanket on my head. Should I turn it off? It's really dark
Should I?
down here.
Should I lock these doors again, or?
I mean, there's no prisoners, so I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Let's shut the doors, though, I guess.
Should we just get a? Is there like a torch or something?
Not down here.
I
Okay,
love
well,
that sound.
don't-
I
just
have
gotta-
torches. I can light one.
You are a torch.
I know, but you said you didn't want it on right now.
No, I was just inquiring.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go.
You should be
I-
able to.
I creep up the stairs. I don't know why I'm creeping, but I creep up the stairs. Ah!
Yeah, I was going to say it should automatically do it for you. Um,
Oh yeah, it did.
as you ascend,
Get out of the way.
you find yourself in a stone chamber. There's all sorts of supplies, food, ale, beer, wine, oil, water, etc. There's no slits, no windows, just the stairs that go up or down.
I think we gotta keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going up. I mean, we've been here a couple times, so.
Is there actually rope there?
Yes, there is rope.
Can I take the rope?
Hey Medora, maybe not. We're trying to get in these people's good books.
Okay.
Unless you're doing this subtly and Ithri doesn't see it.
No.
You.
Not in the
Hello?
slightest.
Okay.
Junko.
As
will
you
call
start
out.
going up the stairs, you actually hear, "The hell!" And Junko at the top, you find yourself in the lit main hall, which is all abandoned but for a single guard who was at one of the arrow slits, who's kind of turning suddenly, fumbling for a light crossbow that was seated on a box across from him.
Can you wait?
Is it?
Can you,
How did you get in here?
can you get burned,
Don't
please?
you move! And he
I
picks
want
up
to
the
move.
crossbow,
Please
is
get
aiming it at
burned.
you.
Can you get burned? Or Rutger?
Who are you?
It's so good to be back here. I love this hall.
I'm Junko. I would like to explain to Byrne and Rutger our
Hey,
circumstances.
don't you move!
There's another one that he needs to come up the stairs.
All right, up the stairs, everyone. Slowly keep your hands where I can see them.
I will just be nice. Like,
The hell did you get in here?
The basement.
are you familiar with time travel?
Or
Maybe you
teleportation.
shouldn't start with that,
You
Junko.
what?
You what?
Are you familiar with time travel or teleportation?
All right. Don't you move.
Can I sit?
I thought we were going up the stairs.
Looking around for he's alone. There's no one.
Can we sit at the table and wait for Byrne and Rutger?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of you sit right there.
Okay,
We'll just have a seat.
I take a
Uh,
seat.
Hey, Mo, get down here.
This poor guard.
A few seconds later, you can hear booted steps on the stairs. What's all the fuss? You have another night to... Oh,
Hi there.
it's this then.
We're here-
They just came up from downstairs. You let someone in? No. No,
I
I was
think
right in front of the
Miss-
ladder, too. They didn't come from up top.
Mr. Byrne would probably understand and be able to explain.
Maybe you should wake Rutger and Byrne.
Wait,
Oh
what
no,
time
is it really late? Sorry.
You guys, it was pretty close to midnight when you teleported.
Right,
They in
sorry.
bed already?
Sorry.
I guess this place
He-
is probably quite boring without us, right?
Yeah.
He disappears.
You know, Mr. Byrne is getting older. He needs his sleep.
I don't have good minis for them, so I'm just gonna let you rely on description here. But about 30 seconds later, a middle-aged man in celestial blue robes with little Mickey Mouse star patterns on them, and a nightcap comes down the steps in slippers with a candle.
Yeah.
What's the fuss then? I'm told you were
Mr.
intruders.
Byrne! Wait, no.
Yes.
Hello. I
Uh,
missed you.
Sorry, my lord. They came up from the basement. I don't know how they got in.
Would you like to have
It's
a seat,
fine.
Byrne? This is
It's a
kind
long
of.
They appear
story.
to be well equipped. Who are you?
I am Junko.
We're ex-friends. I'm Ithri.
I think
Well,
I'd remember
think-
if I knew you.
We haven't met him in this timeline yet.
Yeah, but yeah.
No, Junko said
friends.
that intentionally for him to pick up on it.
We're friends from the past who went to the future, but now we're back in the past.
We didn't go to the future. We were in the future. We went to the past.
Yeah, we
Well,
went to
technically,
the past,
then we
and
went to the future, and then we went back to the past, and now we're here. Right?
we started in the future, and then we went past, and then now we're.
That's
regular-
enough. And you can hear, Burn? What's going on? And a few seconds later,
Hi,
another
Rutger.
man, bigger, more muscular, more handsome, more rugged,
Charming, friendly.
friendlier,
kind.
with a bigger smile, comes down. Yeah, pretty much.
I just
Uh,
remembered somebody's alive now.
He's in a nightgown. Though you can see he's just holding one hand at a battle axe as he comes down the steps. Is everything okay here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some intruders. I think they have some explaining to do.
Okay.
And I think one of your voices will suffice for the time being.
Junko will raise her
however,
hand.
Rutger, perhaps we should fetch the canoness to perform a zone of truth.
Oh, Elia?
Ilia's here.
Elia's still here, right? Yeah, go get her.
You want the canoness?
Yeah.
We have nothing to lie about. We got in the basement by Burns' device.
I have an idea that might be quicker.
They're
As
lunatics.
like a proof.
What? No, we're not.
They claim they're from the future, or was
Here.
that the past?
Here, no.
Um,
Look at this. I hand him one of the things. You made this.
Do you like
Look
put
at
a
it.
mark on the items you
Mhm.
make? Or
Takes
something?
the bracelet and, like, looking at it, sets it on the table, begins casting a cantrip. Well, it is magical.
You made it for us.
I've made no such thing.
Okay, well, in the other timeline you made them, and they're bound to the jail cells at the bottom for either quick escape or rescuing people. They're locked to the location in the cells.
You came from the jail cells?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really easy to pick.
He kind of looks at the guard who. Byrne continues studying the item, and in fact is going to.
Has learned new magic.
He's gonna try to identify it.
I mean, if you want to put one on me, I presume they will work again. I don't know.
This is very peculiar. Very good magic. It does
Oh.
appear to be a teleportation trinket. Keyed indeed to this location, though interesting. There's also a returning function to it.
Yeah, watch this. I cue the thing so that they all go
And
together.
like when you pull out the thing, at first the guard's like, "Hey!" And then suddenly all the bracelets just snap back to it. And Byrne is the only one who seems unruffled by it. Interesting. I don't understand why you'd claim I made such a thing, but at the same time, I know a few other.
Can I make some tea? It's been a while. It's been a long, long day.
We have a
We'll
long and
be the judge of
unbelievable
that
story.
after you tell us your story. If I like what I'm hearing, Rutger can brew us some tea.
Do you,
Don't
Don't you
I'm
want to
just-
get Elia first?
do you want to start with Ilya so that you can prove that we're not lying, or do you just want us to make you not believe and then you can go get her?
Make a diplomacy check.
That one is a really bold statement. We shouldn't have to explain it twice.
You
Yeah,
know,
but I
if
feel
we
like
go
that's
to
what's
the
gonna happen.
inn, I bet Mr. Gundagoot would make us some good food.
Who's making the
Ooh.
diplomacy check?
I guess
I
probably
believe you.
Ithri.
Uh
Yeah.
You said it, so you make it.
Yeah.
oh.
Can I
Yep,
like
this should go well.
assist?
You can assist, yeah, I will
didn't-
allow-
I didn't roll it blind, but
I will allow Cora to assist here.
I mean that's a 2 with a -1, so
Don't
You
worry,
don't
my
have to worry about
assistance is gonna be so good. Just hold on a second. Diplomacy.
I don't think the canoness is required for such.
Wait,
I-
I got a
sorry.
29.
You should have been doing the diplomacy.
To react to the fail, now that Cora's finished, I'd like to use a reaction and shift blame.
Whoa, I do?
Send that to chat. I need to see how that works.
It's not working. Why are you not working? Go to chat.
That sounds like fun.
You or another creature fails at a deception, diplomacy, or intimidation check, and I can alter the target's memories.
While you're doing this, I just want to make a note to chat real quick that I have adjusted the channel points. The correct cast should now be available for hero points. Sorry about that.
Hey.
Also, I need to get my hero point on.
You choose another creature. Who do you change it to?
What's the command to give me a hero point?
Also, there's a verbal component.
Myth?
I change it to the guard, so that it makes it sound like the guard said not to.
Oh, add.
Well, the guard said get her. I think that's how it works.
Okay. So
To
Burn
make it
has to make a will
ally.
save
Yeah.
against a DC 26. Failed. Critically failed, but that doesn't matter in this case. You alter his memory. He just raises a hand. Be silent to the man who's thus far said nothing. Kind of.
Quiet, you.
Then he returns his attention to the rest of you.
Do you want to hear what happened?
Wait.
Rutger, brew some tea. You,
Oh, thank
go
God.
fetch the canoness. Wake her
Wait.
up. Tell her it's from me.
Wait, Rucka, here, use this one. And I'm gonna get out some of my tea for him. It should be brewed for 3
I
and
don't
7
think so.
minutes.
We'll use our own tea until we can be sure we trust you. I'll not
Oh.
have my tower poisoned.
Can I have hot water then?
Make a diplomacy check.
Oh God, no. $12? Okay.
No.
Okay. Bitter tea. then.
Oh, but Medora, I forgot because you haven't met these guys. Don't worry, they didn't like us to start with the first time either. So this
What?
is
They
normal.
liked me just fine,
Okay.
right? You did. Oh, never mind.
And as the guard's getting ready to leave, also bring Duras just in case.
Giraffe
them
is
balance
still
each other out.
alive.
Giraffe?
Is that good?
They kind of look at you.
Yeah, I think so.
Time
mean-
travelers, huh?
Think he has the. You think the grove is okay?
The grove is just fine.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
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 Let's,
There wasn't a murder in town, was there?
Let's,
oh, that wouldn't have happened
let's
yet.
A
tell them
murder?
story
Nothing.
first,
Don't worry about it.
and then
We
ask
can wait on
questions.
the fine details until my guests arrive.
Yeah.
That's
What
fine.
did you say your names were?
I am Junko.
You can call me Cora.
Here 3.
Medora.
See?
But she wasn't with us the first time. Not that that makes a difference to you.
And why do you believe that you've come from the future? Past?
Because a god sent us in the past to correct something we missed during the time.
Junko.
Oh yeah. Wait for it, Lita.
Well, you had us defeat the temple.
The temple has been defeated for 10 years.
Technically only one.
It was rising again. And the Demon Queen, Sugmoy. Well, I guess we failed
How
the
do
first
you
time.
know about that?
She kind of turned the
stopped
whole
it.
world into
Or-
fungus.
Oh no, only here. And then
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Corvania was gonna nuke it, and so we went back in time to fix it. Everyone was spoiled.
What's nuke
Yes.
mean?
Yeah,
What does
what's-
that
what's a
mean?
nuke?
What was Corvania
Your
gonna
accent. It is distinctly Corvanian.
do? Wait, what?
Basically a giant, think alchemist
it-
fire, but bigger.
Oh, okay.
They were gonna blast the... What?
They were gonna blast the spore out of this place.
No, I like that phrase. I'm keeping that one.
Well, I'm glad we fixed it.
A few tense minutes pass. Rutger brings some tea. He kind of brusquely pauses at Junko and is like, "Do you want some or not?"
Yes, please.
He'll pour you, making a bit of a show about being especially careful about it. You get the sense he's a little offended.
I'll
Um,
take some tea.
It's still not.
Junko likes sweet tea, so.
Yeah, it's not. It's not sweet. Actually, it's probably closer to like a English style milk
Earl?
tea.
Like Earl Grey?
Mhm.
Okay. I like that.
It's a few more minutes before the door opens, and you see the guard leading two figures. One, a older woman with kind of cropped gray hair, wearing kind of a nightdress, but also like a shawl over it and a cloak, bearing an obvious holy symbol to Archael around her neck. The other, a older man, probably even older than the woman, bearing brown robes. He has some leaves in his wild gray. He has long hair down to his shoulders, but also his beard is bushy and untamed and down to his midsection. And there's like leaves and other like berries and bits of plant life growing in all of his different hair. And you can see he also bears antlers.
Oh, hello.
He kind of nods.
Does he have his staff? with
She
him?
purses her lips, stares right at Cora.
Is
And
there
then
any
kind of
sugar cubes on
blanches.
the table?
There are.
I'm gonna take 2.
Solaris? She looks at Vern. What is the meaning of this? I had hoped to discern that. I was going to ask you to perform a rite of truth to ensure no rite of truth is needed. This is my ward, whom I thought had... Solaris.
If we may skip this for a little bit, I think everybody would be more comfortable if the Zone of Truth happened, because there's no other way people will believe our story.
I will cast the spell.
Thank you.
Solaris, you will explain yourself.
I'm happy if you talk.
Same.
She's going to... Actually, let me make sure she
I am
can.
hungry though. We
Uh,
can't hear you, Ash, if you're muted. No.
Where?
Okay, good. She can. She can. She begins the slow casting. Actually, no, it's not even that slow. It takes about a full 6 seconds for her to cast. But I need to know: are you resisting? Is anybody resisting this?
Nope.
Nah. No.
Okay. So,
No,
as a
only-
result, none of you can speak any deliberate or intentional lie, and even take a -4 status penalty to deception checks for any other reason.
That's okay.
Now, explain.
Cora,
Yes, I think we'd all like that. You can see
Cora,
I think she's
Is
lost
it-
her
Cor-
voice.
help!
Mike
I saw that.
stopped.
I could read that. I see her saying help, help. Help.
She can't lie if she
Oh,
can't
bless.
talk.
Did she just shake her headphones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
One moment
Can
while
you
we
hear
technically
me?
support.
Yes,
Yes.
the shaking
Okay.
works.
No, no,
Oh,
no, we can't
good.
hear you.
Okay.
Don't do that now.
Okay. What'd you say? I was shaking my headphones. I didn't hear
Uh,
what you said.
It was explain
Explain.
yourself.
I believe someone else should talk.
What?
you-
Don't I
so
get a
you don't-
save for the spell?
You don't actually have to. I just need the gist of, because this is obviously going to take quite a while to.
I
Convey.
say it all in honesty.
Wait, can we have like a snippet of how Cora would do it? Because I miss her really fast explaining stuff.
I'd
we
like
just
to hear
get a
this.
Oh Jesus. 1 second. What's the beginning?
In
Oh,
the tavern.
no.
Yeah.
Perhaps you should start when you fled the monastery, embarrassing me and Malik.
Oh,
Okay, so it was about midnight, and I left, and I got a rope, and I went down the whole thing, and then I embarrassed you and Melik, and I'm really sorry about that, but I wanted to go on an adventure because I didn't want to quite go to Eminence yet, and then I went down the road, and then I met, oh shit, what's his name? Fuck. What was Billy's character's name? Therithiel, and then I met Therithiel, and he saved me from some bandits, and then we were like, oh, we're such good friends, and then we went to Humblebank, and we got some food, and then I met to these guys, and then we got accused of a murder, and it goes on like that.
Murder? Who's murder? And so on. Like,
They weren't murdered this timeline.
it's an ongoing
And
back
then
and
we
forth,
went
and-
back in time.
To correct what we wanted to stop because are we omitting the Loki part or are we leaving that in?
According to Cora, she's saying everything.
Oh, I probably would omit that part.
Would you just say like a god?
Yes.
Cora, I need you to
Hello.
make a deception check with a -4 status penalty
But why?
because you're trying to gloss over certain details
Okay.
without arousing suspicion.
It's not lying if you're just admitting a little bit.
What did you want? A deception?
Yep, with a -4 status penalty.
Oh no.
What is the status part? Just a -4?
I got an 8.
I don't think I can shift blame to help you here.
So when you finished the story up to the point of the time travel, Burn raises a hand to stop you. You've said it was a god. Several times you've mentioned this god. Which one is it? Doesn't sound like Arkel or any
it's-
of the old faith.
It's Loki.
There's some blank stares. Hang on. Ilya, where's my d20?
So he's one of the dwarven ones. He's kind of shunned.
Ilya speaks up. A shunned dwarven god is helping you.
Well, to be fair, it's partially his fault too. So he wanted to fix it. Junko believes that.
Cora's lips are like going further
Definitely.
into her mouth. She's like,
it's definitely partially his fault.
Yeah. He wanted some, let's say, trickery, but sometimes it goes too far, and he wanted to fix it.
So you return to the past.
We killed the demon
Zugmoy?
queen, Zugmoy, and then we got sent to the celestial plane for a bit, and then we were in Eminence, and then we left Eminence through the cuffs, and that's how we're here now.
it's very clear, riding on Cora's earlier deception, that every person in the room is aware that you have glossed over some pretty serious details at the end there. Elia, for the last 5 minutes, has also been looking curiously at Junko, like she knows. She's figuring it out.
I'm just gonna do the please don't say anything, please.
Medora is just going to shift her weight on her hips, so she basically breaks the eye contact between, or the look between Ilya and Junko.
Oh, that's
Everybody's
totally
kinda silent.
everything.
Everyone kind of looks to Burn. On realizing this, well, I don't know what you're all looking at me for. It's not like it's my decision.
Well,
Sure,
Burn,
power.
A Corvanian spy, a self-acknowledged pirate, a runaway ward, and forgive my my lack of any further comment, but a dwarven artisan, as far as I can tell, who is welcome here anytime. Thank you for coming. It seems
Just
these affairs are very clear. Burn, you can't be serious. I am serious. They've all told the truth. That doesn't negate what they are or what they've done. But it is somewhat more complicated, isn't it? Ilya speaks up. After all, are you not in the practice of reforming your badgers? Of course I am.
Well, how are they doing? Are they doing good?
The badgers fulfill their duty to protect Tumblebank, which has been a lot easier over the last year, don't you think?
I would like to
Good.
say that Rutger, in the past, I actually helped you train some of them.
I don't know. I can't imagine. Well,
It's just different
He
skill
looks at
sets
Ilya,
that
who
I've
kind of-
learned.
her lip twitches just slightly as she says, "They cannot lie." Oh. Well, apparently these alternate timeline things can change a lot.
Agreed.
So what are we to do? Again, everybody's kind of silent, why don't, for a start, why don't we put them up at the Welcome Wench, and we can talk more tonight. Yes, that is a different name, by the way. That was not a slip of the tongue.
Has the name changed recently, or
But name?
of the inn?
I thought it was Welcome Lady.
Yeah.
Burn actually laughs. It almost was.
Oh. Why?
One of the canoness's assistants was moving for it to be changed to something more wholesome. And Ilya rolls her eyes. It was unnecessary. I
Oh.
overruled him.
Was that I can't remember his name.
Harrison.
Yeah, that guy. He was
Yes.
Was he the greedy
does good
one?
work.
he's holier than thou. that's for
Greedy?
sure.
The audacity. You speak of what you do not know.
I
Actually,
think I
Father
know a lot-
Terryson
what we
brings in
used
a
to
great deal of money for the good works of this village. Few know this, but this entire castle was sponsored by the donations he brought into the church.
Presume I'm still under a truth spell. Sorry,
I
didn't mean
sip
to upset.
loudly from my tea. Just like. I just look at Medora
As I
and then I look
said.
at Cora.
You are not liars, simply ignorant.
Maybe
fair.
of this.
I accept your proposal. It has been far too long since I've had a rum.
All right. I'll take him to Osler. He'll put him up on my coin for tonight. We can talk about this in private about what to do. Should we bring in Terryson, Mitch, Smythe, and Burns already? No, they'll just confound matters. It's better that we four discuss this. Go. And all three of them are kind of watching you curiously as Rutger starts to lead you out the door.
Wait, how is the grove? Last we saw there was, what were they called? The moving twig things?
Like,
The grove flourishes
Good.
under
Okay.
my care.
the temple isn't doing its thing, so
It's
Come, I will take you to some rooms.
Thank you.
sheepishly walks by.
The tea was good.
And Rutger takes you. So where you guys are is this building over here on the right-hand side of the map. I don't know if you can see me pinging it.
It's been a
Yep,
long
we
time.
go here.
Rutger takes you down the stairs on the outside to the little dirt path down to the road. And you can see that it's actually a little better lit out here. Granted, it's still nighttime. He leads you along the main road back to the center of town. And the large building at the center of town appears to be the destination. And as you approach, you can see a square wooden sign depicting a buxom, smiling girl holding a flagon of beer. The sign is labeled Inn of the Welcome Wench. And you can see there's no lights lit in it.
Did Elia follow us out?
No.
Okay.
It's just Rutger.
Yeah, you're safe for now.
Yeah.
As you're walking. Time traveler. That's Burn. Time travelers, huh?
Yeah, it's been really hard to readjust.
Been
Budget
on a few
trainer.
adventures myself.
We know.
This was the Burns Badgers one, right?
Rutger?
This building right here.
No, the
Across-
Burns Badgers was the tower.
Oh, I thought it was right across.
Oh.
It's been a while since we saw this map.
Badges?
Yeah, we've had some bandit problems in the area. A lot of the prisoners who the militia and Burn and myself take alive, we give a choice. They can pay back their sentence in a dungeon cell or
become a badger and work for them.
part of a mercenary league we use to defend the region.
Like a badger.
Yeah, have you ever fought a badger, ma'am?
No, but
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
like a title, like a literal badger.
No, it's not a literal
No,
badger.
no. It's a title.
Okay. I'm sorry,
how
I
vicious-
haven't been through here in a
It's our
long
first time.
time.
Well, technically, the only first and only time Medora has been here, it was covered in spore.
I did come and meet Ilya
Right.
before
Did you?
when you brought your brother.
Oh, yeah.
We had a
This was before she
themed
left.
party.
She's never left Hummelbank. That was after. Yeah.
She left Hummelbank.
Oh, she did?
There's
Mm-hmm. Came back
What?
about 9 months ago.
Really?
Yeah. See, some of what you said, we already knew. The temple was on the rise again. The canoness was one of the first cued into it, said she'd received divine visions from her god. So she went to Noct undercover.
Oh.
One of our own local rangers joined her out there.
and how is he doing?
Well, he's Otis.
So,
He's off doing more work for who knows where.
Is he still in Noct? Because he didn't seem happy there.
No. As soon as affairs with the temple were confirmed to be over with, he returned.
That's good. He did
sorry,
let
we
me-
were in Celestia for a little bit, and that's kind of thrown me off time-wise. So,
Well, it's a little strange for us all. Here we are. Wait here. I'm gonna go in and talk to Gundagoot. Don't run off.
Hey, do you guys think the guys at the general store is the same?
Yes.
Ashley can't remember his name.
I can't remember their names either. I'd have to go get my notebook.
Last time I was in this tavern, I intimidated someone with lights.
Did you? Oh yeah. That was fun.
It was fun. I can't do it anymore.
No?
Minutes later, the door's open. Osler Gundagoot, a big barrel-chested man, comes out. You can see he's also in kind of night clothing. Well, you are the ones, huh?
Hello.
Right. Well, we can get you put up for the night.
Hi,
Rutgers
Mr.
explained a little bit
Gundagoot.
to me. Hello, little miss. Apologize, I can't put you up in any of the nicer suites we got at the moment, but I can get you set up in some quarters that ought to be more comfortable in the barn.
What about the secret hidden one?
Oh,
You let us
He
stay
looks
in that
at Rutger.
before?
Rutger actually smiles. They're from the future. What?
What?
I clear my throat and I look at Gundagoot. Show them the old way.
You're very, very well informed.
Yeah, we're from the future.
That room is not really well maintained at the moment. I
Uh,
can clean it up if you're
Uh,
going to be staying longer in the night. But for tonight, I've got some rooms for you.
Okay.
That's where we're putting you.
okay. I can clean it tomorrow. I did it
We'll-
last time.
We'll see about that. He kind of looks at Rutger. We'll see.
Okay.
First, we
Keep it-
need to figure out what to do with everything you've told us. So be good.
Also,
Don't make me regret putting a little bit of trust in you. If I have to chase any of you down, we won't be talking nice like again.
That's fine.
Mhm.
Can I follow Rutger out for like a few steps
He hasn't
away?
gone in.
Okay. Well,
You guys
I
are kind of
just
out
don't
in the yard at the moment.
yeah. I just don't want Mr. Gundagoot to hear. That's all.
Well, if you kind of gesture for him, he'll
Yeah,
step
I will.
aside.
I think Argale didn't want too many people to know that we were heroes per se, because it would complicate things, and you guys had a hard enough time grasping. I hope this stays in a circle of you four.
I'll take that into account, but ultimately, that's not just up to me.
I understand. It's
My
just
first responsibility is to the well-being of the people of Hummelbank.
we have never hurt Humblebank.
I believe that. But it's not just my choice to make. But I will take that into account. That's the best I can promise you.
Training the Badgers tomorrow? Do you want me to do it with you?
Why don't you just worry for now about getting settled in? We'll see what the future's gonna hold.
Jericho just kind of smiles at that.
Not that he can
Good
see
night.
through the mask, but he kind of realized he's whatever.
And then
He's
she'll
gonna
do
turn.
a curt nod and then go in.
Osler takes you upstairs in the inn. Actually, no. First, he takes you into the common room. You all eaten? Can wake up the goody.
Mm,
Just some. Have you got any bread made?
Leftovers. is
Anything
fine.
that leftovers is fine.
Hey,
wait.
you don't need to wake her up.
Well, I can get you some leftovers, I suppose.
Rum?
Tell you what. I'm gonna take you up to your rooms. I'll bring it by for you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay? That way we don't have to get everything all fired up down here. And he'll take
You
you
have
in.
a drink?
I'll include that when I bring you some food. He'll take you up. There's actually only 3 rooms. One of them is a double. And then 2 singles. So who wants to buddy up?
So I get the double, right? No? Okay, I'll go.
I'm just going to shove E3 past the door for the
I-
double and
I
just
guess I
walk
thought
in.
we'd all sleep in the same room, but
I mean, we can if you want to. I mean,
I'm just so used to that. I guess that's kind of weird not to.
Yeah, could it based on what we've been through, can we just have the double and you could save the rooms for other patrons?
They're already paid for.
Oh. Well,
I mean, if you
Okay.
want to camp out in each other's rooms, that's fine. Just get situated now, because I've got I've got instructions that I gotta follow.
do you lock us in? Is that? Yeah, that's fine.
Yes. So, sorry.
No, that's fine.
It's
As long as
okay.
you guys are okay with me snoring overnight.
we heard it for the past year.
Cool.
I don't
I
like
can always hit you with
being-
the pillow.
I don't like being locked into rooms.
I just look at Cora.
For what it's
like,
worth, it's only for the night. Gonna let you out in the morning and just keep you under my eye till Rutger comes back with what's gonna happen.
Just like the first time we were here.
Yeah.
Well, let's all just go in one room, huh?
Sure.
That way at least we're together.
Ithri's gonna walk in one of the other rooms
Oh,
and go and steal some
stop!
blankets
Stop!
and
Come!
stuff.
Don't get out of there. Come with me.
What? Okay.
He's gonna take you to a bigger room.
E3's
I already
just-
paid for them. I'm just gonna. If we add all the coin up, this will do just fine. It's only a little off the top.
I
You
can.
can
Oh.
stay here. And he
I
You
could-
need
opens the
money?
door. It's actually a bridal suite.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
When he locks us in, I'm gonna slide a few coins to pay the difference under the door.
Like a cat. Just
The price here is not cheap.
That's okay.
I haven't
It
actually looked at
like
my
he said,
gold,
pay the
so-
difference. So
This suite normally is 2 gold. a night.
what would be the difference then between the 3 rooms and then this one?
About a gold.
Okay, I'll slide 2 gold under the door.
He is going to bring you some food later. It is some bread, but he also managed to dig up some apples, an older hunk of cheese. There's also a little bit of soup that he tells you he was able to warm up over the fire a little bit. He brought some hot water for you in a kettle, a pitcher of ale, a pitcher of wine,
Oh.
I will also give him another 1 gold.
and a plate of reheated bacon.
Thank you, Mr. Gundagoot.
You're too kind.
It's all I could scrounge up, but
That's okay. Here.
More than enough.
oh no! Keep your money. I insist.
It's fine.
Just part of the job. Well, sleep well. Night. He's gonna close the door and lock it. And you guys are on your own with food, drink.
Blah 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 blah.
I mean, it's not great food, but it beats the hell out of trail rations.
That's what we're used to.
Is the bed like a massive wide?
There is a massive
Nice.
king-size bed as well as 2 single cots.
I kick my boots off
In,
and
like,
I
a
run
secondary
and
room.
full face plant the massive bed.
I think we could all fit on that bed.
It's pretty comfy.
I'll get on it. I'll walk
Uh.
around in a couple circles.
Just like stepping over Medora.
Yeah,
I'm,
just
I'm starfished out across the whole bed as much as I can, and you're just circling around.
Ooh, watch your
Okay.
head.
guys, we should probably talk about what happened
Yeah.
Which part?
Yeah, which one?
and what we're gonna do. I guess the part where we ran away from Arkale and them.
Oh, I left your dad a note.
Vitriol?
Yeah.
What did you say?
That I am sorry and I will come back in 2 years?
Okay. I don't think he's gonna be cool with that, but okay.
I explained more in detail, but yeah.
Also, Arkale, your dad was kind of given the vibes that he and Vidril weren't on the same page.
I don't think they're in
Yeah.
the same book.
Mm-mm.
So about that, I don't fancy fighting him.
I
Which one?
Either of them.
No.
keep my promises, so
He's a pretty. Your dad, Arkael, is a pretty. He can cast some spells. He blew my
So,
room up. It
he
was
literally
cool.
turned 2 people off. Like,
Yeah, that too.
he's completely just massive magic spells. It was-
I understand. That's why I told Vitriol I'd return.
But at the same time, I don't really like how everything's being handled there. Being that it's all lies.
So I think we should find Thrommel.
Oh,
Hmm.
I asked him to give us the location of General Bots about him too.
Who?
Your dad. I asked for.
He's not gonna give you that.
Well,
Well-
I need to find Thrommel. Don't I?
We do.
Don't we?
Definitely. I just don't think. I don't know if Vidril, even if he wanted to, I don't know if he can help.
He can do what he wants.
It sounds like he. Do you really think he wanted to bring us cookies?
No. But
No.
when it comes to Thrommel, if he wanted us to help us find him, I think he could easily manage
Right, but
small
I don't.
details.
I don't think Arkael wants Thrummel to be found necessarily, and Vidril kind of has to do what Arkael says.
I don't think Vitriol wants Thrommel to be found. I don't think Arkael cares, because as long as no one tries to take his throne and power away from him, he's pretty happy with his oogity boogity.
I hate that. That's so accurate with that word. Is that a word? That's not a word.
Oogity boogity. Oogity boogity.
Was
I'm gonna
don't
like
get it.
flop down next to Medora, like, god damn it.
I mean, that seemed like a powerful spell.
Oogity
Uh,
boogity.
Oogity- yeah, if I could
I'm
oogity
sure that's
boogity,
not the
yeah.
Like,
spell's name.
what- What I cast is shadows and darkness and fun, and what he cast was divine darkness at like 3 times my kind of power.
I mean, he's the
Oogity
god
boogity.
king of the country, so makes sense that he's not as.
He should
No.
not be able to do that. You heard how he's doing things.
Oh, yeah, it seems.
He should not be allowed to do that. I think he's hurting people.
Also, if he's doing that, where does that come from?
Hell.
He's
Because-
making deals with hell, so maybe it's some
But-
kind of hell pact.
But that power has to come from somewhere, and like if he's using power from a demon soul, like how does that power affect him in his body?
So I know
it's
nothing
in-
about magic.
It's his bloodline. It must be.
Can I do a knowledge check, like
I mean,
a?
it's very low.
You could do Arcana,
Lorth-
Occultism.
Not
Lore
divine.
of the Abyss wouldn't help, I'm assuming.
Hells
Hells
and
and demons?
Abyss would not help. Demons
Okay,
are the
I will-
Abyss. Devils are from the Hells.
I guess
Cool.
I should make
I
a
will
check too.
occultism. GM blind. I have a shiny dice.
Okay. Medora, you actually are inclined to agree. It seemed like this was blood magic. He's a sorcerer. You think that this is something coming from his own inner reserves. That number one, it's charisma-based magic. But also you got a strong sense it was divine magic from an infernal bloodline.
What
You
the?
think that he isn't just a sorcerer, he's an infernal bloodline sorcerer, meaning his magic is coming straight from the lineage of devils.
There's fucking devils in his lineage.
So
Do you
I
share
will
this
relay all of
information?
that. I will relay. I will relay some of that.
Tell me what you're relaying.
I'm going to relay everything except for, like, the way I communicate this is without any inference that he has, like, he's not from Devil bloodline as far as I'm understanding, I think. He hasn't got Devil bloodline, he has taken on Devil bloodline, I think. Because,
You would know that it's possible. Some people can be given, like, they can be the start of a bloodline. It's possible. It could also be that he just has that lineage,
yeah,
that he was born with it, and he just found out how to tap into it.
I'm just trying to read
And I would
thing.
say there's no certainty of which.
Okay, so from my knowledge, I am a sorcerer of aberrant bloodline. I
Mhm.
wasn't
Okay.
born that way. I have become that way.
Okay.
So he could have become infernal bloodline.
Well, that's not cool.
No.
That is not what
he was-
Archael is supposed to be.
He's doing blood magic, which makes me inclined to think that the devastation of events that have happened, things like that, will give him maybe power.
Well, he
Like,
was making deals. He
destruction,
said,
infernal.
right, he
Ugh.
said he was marking buildings or something. Like,
Marking buildings.
yeah, when he said he was making deals, that really stood out to me. Because we asked what he would do for them.
I didn't see
And he
any
said-
marks.
And he said he would mark buildings for them occasionally. Like,
Okay. So when I escaped for a bit and went on a impromptu carriage ride, there were only Archaeal symbols around, but there were a load of symbols chiseled out and scratched out on buildings. And I thought maybe it was to do with one religion, one people, but maybe this is where he's marked buildings.
maybe. I don't know. I just know he's not getting up to any good.
Seems to be a
And
common theme with gods.
I guess, are we just gonna stay on the run and then try to find Frommel then?
It would be maybe for the best.
I can't go home yet, so
Why can't you go home?
I mean, I could. Just not. I'm not the right age yet.
Age?
Mm.
I won't delve deeper if you don't want to
Oh,
say.
it's just not nearly as interesting or as important as, evil gods on the throne.
Have to go home if you hit the right age.
No. It's more. I
But
don't
we
wanna
haven't got
go
a deadline
home.
with that.
No. I don't want to go home before I hit the right age.
I just wanted to make sure.
It's nothing bad, is it?
Don't worry, there's no devils on a throne, or god kings, or god mum dads, or sacrificial.
Gods.
That I know of.
Okay.
You're muted, Aspen.
You're
So-
muted.
So E3's father is actually Surtur.
What the fuck?
Joking.
Did someone hear like a voice on the wind then just make a joke?
No, that was just that was Askel, not.
Yeah, probably
Like-
Loki in my
Yeah,
head.
Loki.
It's just like, I couldn't quite make it out. Your father was a sir?
At this point, I would imagine you guys are probably pretty exhausted, huh?
I keep talking and eating until I fall asleep. Yeah.
Okay.
When she falls asleep, I will
Take the bread out of my mouth.
That too. Like I'll just take care.
She's
of
like
you.
got a little jar of honey with a biscuit in one hand that she's just kind of teddy bearing.
Honey is just slowly like,
Yeah.
save that drop.
Okay.
Cora, you actually
It's-
curled up on the bed, or are you?
Yes.
It's a peaceful night. And probably the first time in a long time you felt safe enough to sleep without fear of like betrayal, ambush, or what have you. Junko, when you dream, you find yourself alone in your dream. The location is the same, but the voices are gone. Even the wind that would sometimes whisper accusations to you is dead. You're just alone in that haunted place.
I once again find my way to my Deva.
Your Deva's
And-
gone.
Really?
Gone.
No. Oh. I guess I'll wander the graves.
As you do, you hear a crack, like of stone splitting. And turning toward the sound, you see that one grave cracked. And as you approach it, looking at the name on the gravestone, you see that it is your name upon it. And looking through the crack, you see that there is a glowing red light that's growing in intensity, and it begins to shine out through the crack, and you can see that the edges of the stone are smoldering, and a smell of sulfur begins to waft out, and you can see that the stone is like melting away, leaving behind this open, gaping wound in the very air that is bubbling and boiling, caustic and foul smelling. And you can hear screams of agony, torture, misery emanating from the burning pit beyond this wound. You can hear, "What have you done?"
What?
before you awaken in the morning.
I would have positioned myself asleep between Medora and Cora. And if you guys are light sleepers, you would have like heard like heavy breathing and probably me talking in my sleep.
Cora's a heavy sleeper.
Yeah. And just
So is
Overall.
E3, I recall.
the normal nightmare-ish stuff that people would do when they're sleeping. With old twitching and everything.
Medora wasn't dreaming.
You
Not
probably
not of anything. Not of anything in particular.
I don't think the particulars occurred this particular
Okay.
evening.
So then Medora would probably wake if Junko twitched at all. Like if in the nightmare you started to move rather
Oh,
than
yeah.
the talking.
Yeah, definitely.
And you'd find that this point correlates almost perfectly with the dawn.
Okay.
And so you guys are able to rest. If any of you are injured, so you all get your what did we figure? What is it called? Stamina. You get your stamina back, and you all heal one. Wait, your
There's
level. You heal your level times your Constitution modifier hit points.
There's
There's a
Minimum of one.
convenient button that says
yeah, there's
rest
a
for the
rest
night.
Oh,
button.
You know
I
what?
presume
That's
that
perfect.
does-
Go ahead and hit that one. Oh,
Yeah.
God, I love Foundry so much. So glad I took the time to learn that, though.
It's good to know, but also a nice bed-shaped button.
There you go.
Plugging Foundry.
I believe you should all be more or less back at full hit points. It's actually a little past dawn when you hear a knock on the door. Hello? Wake up,
Bendigo?
Cole. You awake? Sight?
Yes.
Everyone decent? I'm coming in.
Hmm?
Okay.
The door unlocks. He opens the door. Mr. Rutger and Mr. Byrne are downstairs looking to talk to you.
All right.
What about? Is anybody else?
Nope. Not
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Let's
Take
go
your
now
time.
then.
Pretty yourselves up, get ready, but breakfast's on the house. So we'll feed you and guess we'll find out what your fate's gonna be.
Thank you, sir.
And he's gonna leave you to get your preparations. Is anyone gonna do anything before you go down?
Yes.
We're gonna
Hey, Cora, you should dye your hair.
Cora, do you want this disguise kit?
I was joking.
I don't need it. You can keep it.
I'm pretty good.
I bet
I
you don't
can
miss
pretty
having to
much-
do that every morning.
No. It was really hard avoiding water, surprisingly.
In a coastal nation? I can't imagine why.
Yeah, she's actually gonna take off her holy symbol to Archale. And she's gonna put it in the nightstand, open the drawer.
Are you doing that subtly? Or...
No, just
Uh,
gonna stick it in there and shut the drawer.
you can take those things off?
You can't take yours off? Let me check.
Yes.
And just look. Can I come and look at the back of your neck?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I may,
Chain.
So
have
I.
got, so I may have got one.
You say chain.
Yeah, the it's on a chain, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if I try and like move it at all,
Normal moves.
what do you mean can't take it off?
Well, I haven't been able to. It's fine. I just.
You
thought that
want it
might have
off?
been normal. I just. Doesn't matter. Let's go to breakfast.
Askell?
Mhm.
Did I recognize the voice that said, "What have you done?"
What's your perception?
18? 16? 16.
You did. It sounded like a voice that you used to hear when you were a little girl in your dreams.
It was a Deva.
Well, the living Deva.
I am deleting this from my character sheet.
Oh no.
It's a silver holy symbol. It's staying in there. I keep the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Obviously.
But,
Obviously.
yeah, that one's the cool one. But yeah, this one, fuck it, I don't need that anymore. And I leave the room.
Okay.
When
Well,
she's
I
gone.
haven't actually shown you mine, have I? Do you want to see it, or is Cora not?
Oh yeah,
So it looks like this.
Hang on.
which
just come
part?
back
The
and jump.
triangle or like the whole thing?
Triangle.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
That is the symbol of Odin.
Minus ravens.
And- Whose symbol is that again?
Oh, though I think it's Odin's. Well, I mean, it's definitely Odin's, but I didn't notice him giving it to me until.
I'm
So
gonna
maybe
reach
I
out.
shouldn't take it off you.
I'll reach out and touch it.
It's steel, but otherwise feels like
I flop
cool
it.
metal.
I think we could take it off if you ever wanted it off.
I don't really know what it means yet, so.
Okay.
I think if he's maybe offering himself as your patron when you made that choice. Maybe we
Don't
shouldn't
think
take off a
that's quite
symbol.
how this one works, but yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think we should take off a symbol of somebody who might get offended if such a symbol was to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Cora, darling, I wouldn't normally fret over pissing off All-Father Odin, but I would discourage that in this case.
I wasn't going
You
to
hear.
unless Ithri wanted it.
As much as I would love to rub Ithri's face in the mud, and you guys would have heard Cora just say that.
Oh.
To rub Ithri's face in the mud. I don't think it's what's best for you, Pumpkin.
I don't think Ithri's face should be rubbed in the mud either.
Then let's just leave
Uh,
the symbol alone.
Okay, we're leaving it alone. Yes?
You're talking to yourself. Wow, probably not.
No.
yourself.
Sorry, it was Loki.
Yeah, I just wondered if you knew that that was audible.
Oh, sorry. I'm not used to
It's
that.
weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Breakfast?
let's go. I march out of the room.
E3.
Hello.
I'm just gonna go and take the symbol and put it in the bag of holding.
Which
Okay.
one?
The one that was put in the drawer.
Oh,
I-
Cora's.
I would like to put in the bag of holding.
I probably wouldn't
I-
hear all this because I'm probably gonna give myself like a wet rag and clean myself off
Okay.
in the other room.
You can add a silver holy symbol of Archael to your.
I don't
Perfect.
think she will want it back. I don't think it's bad that she doesn't want it, but I also don't think that maybe it should be found here.
Fair.
As a sign of disrespect, removing that signal. I don't think that would go down well with either of Vitriol or Archael. And we don't need to piss him off any more than we already have, so...
No, fuck that guy.
So if Cora sticks her head back out, we're like,
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Okay. As you guys make your way downstairs, there's kind of a bustle going on. Let me determine just how much.
Is it Orc Pancake Day? Oh no, it doesn't exist.
You can see that there's about 8 individuals in the common room who are just kind of enjoying breakfast. They look to be mostly like traders, merchants, that sort of thing. Travelers. And of course, you can see his almighty mage self, Burn, along with his trusty soldier, Rutger. Both of them not wearing pajamas anymore. Burn is still in his Mickey Mouse robes, and this time though he's got like a more traditional pointed wizard's hat, still with the white stars on it. Whereas Rutger wears a breastplate. It looks like he's got some leather underneath, as well as chainmail. They're both very casual, both drinking what looks to be coffee, and seated at a large table. The curtain is open, but there's a curtain that can make it private, like a privacy booth.
Mm-hmm.
And when Osler sees you come down, morning, right over there, Mr. Byrne, Rutger, sirs. And they both kind of look and see the 4 of you.
Okay.
The amulet's hidden, by the way, as in Ithri's.
Good morning. I hope your sleep was restful.
You could.
It was
the... something.
it was the best sleep I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Good. Sounds like you've earned that. Yes, I will say you've done a little more than earning that. It seems like you've done much of our work for us.
You're welcome.
Yes. Rutger kind of looks apologetic at you. What he means is we are grateful for what you've done.
Thank you.
We didn't do it for thanks. I mean,
Yes, one might wonder why you did do it. I'm curious what motivates you.
because the world was fungus. It was awful.
And do you feel the same? Medora, was it?
I feel fine.
What convinces a pirate to leave her crew and join in a thankless crusade against evil?
I mean, they weren't very nice, and these guys needed help, and they had some pretty strong magic going.
You've done it out of the goodness of your heart.
I mean,
Just-
I just
can
didn't
I
want to be on the
interject
ship
here?
anymore.
Can I interject?
Of course.
We found Medora doing things honestly above her pay grade, and I don't think it is well within your reason to question her about her change of nature.
I'll question anyone who could be a threat to my community.
She has proven no threat.
I agree, fortunately. As I said, I simply wish to know what motivates you and what has motivated you.
Wifey!
Oh, I like rum and money.
Rum and money. Now that sounds more like a pirate. What about you, Corvanian? Junko? Who is it that you go by?
Yes.
Hmm.
What motivates me?
Mm-hmm.
I was sent here on a mission because
What
there
mission was that?
Well, initially it was to retrieve one of my own leading something in a moat house, but things got wary. No longer required, because didn't happen.
So why not
now.
return to your crown land?
My
Why
what?
stay here? After all, nothing ties you to Saragarda, does it?
No. But I have other missions to do. Can I make it?
As a
Does he
Corvanian
know?
spy,
Does he
you're
know?
not- go ahead
Can I make
and
a check?
make a perception check. This would be opposed by his deception DC or diplomacy DC.
Is blind perception?
Oh yes. There's a twinkle in his eye that leads you to believe he is perfectly aware of who you are.
Okay, so we don't need to beat around the bush. I am here to retrieve somebody that is currently missing now. And you know who that somebody is?
How interesting.
Ooh, cat.
And you, Sir Craftsman,
What's specifically the question?
why? Why did you do it?
Which bit? I mean, to start with, it was because I was getting framed for murder, and then
Oh, certainly, but as you've said, but you've all been exonerated. In fact, it seems like you've all a fresh start, and yet here you are.
I mean,
Are you looking for rewards? Are you looking
if
for
you wanna know what
glory?
I'm looking for Gelmir.
How do you
Galmir.
spell that? 'Cause that's the first thing we got something from you.
I will put it in.
A3.
Hello.
What's that?
It's a place. You remember I was asking Nova's friend about maps stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting. Interesting. You know what else is interesting in my morning news? There's a network. Seeing as none of you are wizardly, I suppose this might be news to you. Rutger kind of rolls his eyes, doesn't acknowledge it. Many of us arcane folk maintain something of a connection to one another. In major cities, we pass along what news passes by so that we're always well informed. It helps us to prepare that aura of mystique, you know. Wouldn't be much of a village wizard if I didn't know everything transpiring. Wouldn't want that. We wouldn't. Seeing as our comfortable quarters are dependent upon us maintaining our positions.
You guys are cute.
Anyways,
I agree.
disregarding that, would you like to know what news I heard from Eminence this morning?
Nope.
Uh,
I don't want to hear any news from
It's
Emma.
very curious news.
I'll humor you,
indeed.
yes.
No, I don't think I will repeat it. After all, some things are better left unsaid, don't you think?
Aren't you just trying to rub it in our face?
As long as it remains unspoken in this village, you are but visitors in our little community and have all the freedoms afforded to any visitor to Hummelbank. But once that news reaches this village, of course, the law is very clear.
Okay, what is the news, though, so we can be aware?
I believe you know what the news is.
I think it's
It's
Us.
best to be left unsaid in this village, because the
Understood.
moment it is said, your situation will change dramatically. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So, it normally takes something akin to a month for news to reach our little bumpkin town from such a mighty place as Eminence. After that, well, what burn means is maybe it would be best if you take some time to take care of yourselves, but maybe be gone by the time that news gets here.
Understood.
We really are grateful for everything you've done. I am sorry that it has to be like this. You deserve a lot more than that.
We grew attached to the town and the people here. There's
These are good people.
not more to it.
some of them, most of them, I think.
Most of them. Even the rather ignorant level of education in this village has a certain quaint coziness to it. Okay, you don't need to be like that.
I do have a question. Who runs the general store?
That would be Renos Davil and Gramag.
You might want to keep an eye on them.
Yes, we do. They were former spies for the very temple you took out. Though, fortunately, they had time to come to their senses, or so they claim. They run what I'm sure they consider to be an honest operation in the general store. Though, honestly, you're probably better off shopping elsewhere if money is the concern.
If anyone called Mirror turns up, things are probably turning bad. For that,
Oh?
with those, that was a name that Grimag, I think, was using. As in, it was a person Grimag was using. So if that name turns
This is helpful. Rutger? Already got it. I'll look into them. Thank you. If there's anything we can do for you, we will. Obviously, you are welcome to stay in the Welcome Wench. You can trust Ostler, he's a good man.
we know.
There is something I'd like to discuss with you, Mr. Byrne.
Yes.
I know this was something we agreed to before. I jiggle my rings, but
Yes, I was studying that. It is a very clever bit of construction. Though I do wonder,
I love
that he's
complimenting.
how was it meant to account for the limitations of space? Do you know?
I don't know anything about it.
Shame. I would
You
love to look
just-
further into it, but time is. Well,
maybe
you are welcome
could,
to keep this, of course.
you're
Gift is
okay
a
with
gift.
me sending you
Yes, we will have to have a
gifts?
guard positioned down below, and we will have to make certain that proper accommodations are being made. I would request that you disarm those you send before you send them, and also that you try to confine it to no more than 4 at a time, as I do not believe I have the means to protect one from being fitted into a stone wall.
Oh, also,
So
previously we sent notes if they were a good guy or bad guy.
I
Perhaps,
attach little notes.
if you wish for something to send one of more decent countenance, I would suggest a different alternative.
Like a sending spell?
More akin to teleportation. The tweaks I have made to this were actually suggested by your intrusion in our sanctum last night. I've ensured that anyone who reaches those cells in the future will find themselves in chains.
Oh,
Understood.
and do you have a means of sending spells?
I can cast the spell Sending, if that is what you wish, though perhaps a little bit of arcane craftsmanship might be in order for something longer term.
I
A
think
wand
we're.
of Sending might be what you wish for.
Mhm.
I believe young Miss Medora should be able to utilize such an item were one to fall into your possession. Could you not? Are you familiar with the use of wands?
Believe I can.
Very good. Well then,
Does it have to be arcane? The wand? Like for me to use it, would it have to be divine for me to use it, or?
well,
Because I can cast
you would have to
spells.
have the
Not you, Burn. I'm talking to
latent
Stilly.
ability. You'd have to have the latent ability to use it. So if you've a grasp upon divine magic, then yes, you could use a wand of divine spellcasting. If a spell, however, is shared across many traditions, any ability to use that spell would suffice. So, for example, if I had a wand of Zone of Truth, I myself would be unable to use it. But any with access to the divine, or perhaps even occult magic, could use such a spell or such a wand.
I can use it. It is divine.
Very good. Then I would suggest trying to track such a thing down.
Well, can't you make one for me?
I suppose I could. It would cost some gold, of course.
Do you know of the wizard Dracon?
Surely you don't mean Maester Dracon?
Oh, so you do know him. That's good. Is he well?
He was my mentor. Taught me much of the magic I now know. I believe he is a scholar at the Magical Academy in Viermont.
That's good.
I believe he's the dean of a wing now. Research
Oh.
into experimental schools of magic.
Ah.
That's
Hmm.
quite good. Last we saw, he was in a coma. So
I will say this. What spell level is Sending?
Sending is, sorry, I have it here. Wing.
5.
Yeah.
5?
Yep.
What it says?
Spell 5.
It would cost 1,500 gold pieces to procure a wand of Sending.
Okay. Sounds good.
We'll need to start saving.
We
If
can
you have the
make-
ability to craft such a thing, you could probably procure it for cheaper.
I can't.
I mean, does it have to be a wand?
That would be
No.
the best for bang for our buck, I think, because There's a lot of people I want to
Wands.
talk to.
Wands, Master A3, are a once per 24-hour period use. They never wear out. You can cast it once every single day, or twice if you wish to risk the integrity of the wand.
I was more thinking, can I make like a helm of sending?
I would imagine such is certainly possible, but it would be a much greater task in Arcana.
Also, would a helm of sending go with the thing you put it on to send?
Well, I would assume it would be something like a helm of telepathy, which, no, you wear it and it simply lets you mentally reach out to your recipient.
Okay. One question for you. The staff I carry has 4 charges.
Yes.
Can I
May
recharge
I
it?
see it?
Of course.
Yes, you've come to the right person. I'd be happy to educate you in such things, but you may recharge these by spending your own magical energy when you make your daily preparations. So, to charge a staff, one second, I'm looking for the rules on it. I believe
It's currently
You can
full, so
give
it's not
it-
pressing.
you can give a staff spells up to or you get your maximum spell level as multiple spells. Hang on, let me double check this. Sorry, I want to make sure I get this
That's
right.
okay. I'm okay to check this at a later moment because it's currently full anyway.
I've got it. Recharging staff. There we go. That didn't work. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Preparing a staff. Now I found it. Spontaneous casters reduce the number of charges it takes to activate a staff by supplementing your own energy. Oh, that's neat. So you can expend 1 charge from the staff and one of your spell slots to cast a spell from the staff at the same level as the expended spell slot. Otherwise, it uses a number of charges equal to the spell level each time you cast a spell from it. So you
Okay.
can choose one or the other.
So if I have a 2nd level spell, I would need to
You would need
expend
2
2
charges,
from the
yes,
staff.
or
One
one
charge
charge
plus the
and
second
one
level.
second level spell slot of your own. Yep, exactly.
And if
and when you
I think
do
it
your
has
daily
4?
preparations, the staff gets a number of charges equal to the level of your highest level spell slot.
Okay, so it has 4 at the start of each day if I do preparations.
Yes, I believe so.
Because I don't change my spells. I don't do like a spell prep period.
I believe you can prepare a staff to add charges to it for free. It gains a number of charges equal to your highest level spell slot. If the charges are not used within 24 hours, they're lost. Preparing the staff anew removes any charges it previously had, so you can't just add 4 per day. It's
Yeah,
got a
I
max
can't
of 4.
like stack it. Okay.
And you can prepare a staff only if you have at least one of the staff spells on your spell list.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, yeah. There you go.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Ban.
So, can we work out a payment plan?
A payment plan?
Mm-hmm. Like, for the wand, I can pay you,
Oh, goodness. Well, let me see how long. I might not be able to craft such a thing in the time allotted. Let me see.
I've
It
got
would
some stuff
certainly
I can
take some
trade in.
time. Oh, boy.
You have all your residuum?
Technically, that's not a thing that exists in Pathfinder.
True. What would it turn into then? Just nothing?
Have any of that completely worthless grey dust?
Yes,
You want some of this?
I have specifically kept the mummy residuum.
I I'm looking for it. Oh, magical crafting is the feat. He can do it. It's just a question of how long it's going to take him.
No.
As
mean-
listed. Okay. So
Somebody needs to keep him busy since Dracon isn't here asking for stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Asking if it
Okay.
comes with a holster.
Oh yeah.
What is?
A complimentary holster for this?
Oh my god, he would be so annoyed.
With a hand-stitched Valkyrie logo.
Good news, it's not a unique or rare item. It's not even uncommon.
Wow.
That's good.
So, it would be a held item. Okay. I'm looking at it now. To craft an item, item is your level or lower. Okay. You must be a master in crafting. Shit.
Oh, is he not a master?
It's too high level of a spell.
Fuck.
But you could probably commission one. It'll just take longer.
How
I
can
mean-
we get a wand and then add the spell? Does it have to
You got to craft it with the spell in
you
it.
craft it with the spell? Okay,
Yep.
well, why don't we make
That's
that
a later thing.
bucket list thing?
Well, I didn't realize it was such a pain in the booty.
For the record, though, oh, that's income earned. It would take 4 days plus, or after 4 days, it would be the crafting check. On a success, he would pay 750 gold. Each additional day spent reduces the rest of the cost based on level and proficiency rank,
If he
up
were
to-
a master crafter.
which he would have to be, which Burn is not.
Okay.
I
But
wonder if Dracon would have been.
Well, okay. What about scrolls?
scrolls.
We could just get
why
a
do we need
couple
this?
scrolls. I got people I want to talk to. And my long distance plan doesn't cover it on my phone, so I need scrolls.
So maybe we work on this as we go. If the spell is that high, he's not might not be able to help.
No, I understand. And if I have like a large batch of people I want to send over, it might be good to give them a warning.
Okay. You can't craft a scroll from another magic item. He could make a scroll. Or, well, he would have to learn the spell first.
I thought he knew the spell.
Oh no, he does know the spell. You're right. Okay.
Oh,
So it would still take 4 days.
okay. How much would it be?
Let me find out. That's a good question.
I just figure if we're going to be
Scroll
here a
of
while.
5th level
Few days.
spell. 150 gold.
Perfect.
And it would take him 4 days to make 4 of them.
And it's 150 per scroll.
So technically, because he can craft them at half price, it would be 75. But since he's selling them to you, it would it'd be one. So basically, if you show up with 600 gold, he can give you 4 of them in 4 days.
I have 150 gold.
Okay, he can give you 1, and he'll keep the other 3.
Okay. I'd be fine. If we're staying here a few days, I'm good with that.
It sounds like you. I mean, you have 30 days of downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
A3, I thought you might want to craft stuff.
That depends on Smythe. I mean, I guess I could make my own place. again.
I can put in a good word. Make sure that you have access to his forge,
Oh, that'd be lovely.
especially since Brother Smythe is the assistant to Jaros. What Jaros says goes.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, we'll make sure you have access to any of the various storefronts. There's a leather worker, carpenter, cabinet maker, weaver.
Is there
whatever
any
you might
way? Is there anywhere I could get quenching oils because Smythe doesn't use the right stuff. Or at least he didn't. Maybe he does. I should go look first.
He probably has it and just isn't using it. Whatever items along those lines that are available are in his shop. He gets weekly orders from Vigormount, so if need be, you can just place an order for that. Effectively, though, you'll have access to all the tools you need.
I mean, I've got most of the tools, but yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
Where is Ilya staying?
The Canoness stays in her quarters at the church, though she did bid me urge you not to go there. Not all in the Church of Arkale can be trusted for their discretion. It would be best, if you wish to meet with the Canoness, that you meet with her here. In fact, I believe she intended to see you this very eve.
Oh,
If you wish to set something up with her, you can do so. But
Yeah,
I would stay away from the church, and if you can, lie low when you visit the general store.
okay, no Halo. Got it.
Yes, the halo should probably remain concealed.
Okay.
Bern, do you have the ability to send items to places? Like ascending, but for stuff?
I have messengers.
No, I kind of wanted to guarantee it would get there. No worries.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's fine.
Well, I have finished my coffee. Is there anything else you require? Should any of you have the desire, you are welcome to visit the tower and peruse my arcane resources.
Do you have maps?
That also goes for my my training grounds. He nods at Jinko. If you wish,
Oh,
though, I
yes.
think it would be best if maybe you not draw too much attention to yourself. As much as I would love to see what a Corvanian can do
I
with a
would.
sword,
I'll
I
pull
think
up
maybe
my
we
map.
should not let the word get around that a Corvanian's in town.
Understood.
Did
for your own
you? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask if there was other clothes I could wear. I could swap it.
Visit the Weaver. Tell him I sent you. That should get you at least a discount. He's good people.
Oh, okay.
In the meantime, I'll talk to Osler. Maybe Gloria had something when she was younger that she still has around that would fit you. All right.
Did you happen like the temple? We took out the demon queen, but what happened with? Were there any followers left there that?
I remember when it happened. There were a number of cloaked travelers passing through town in a hurry, going the other direction. I think anyone who was in that area who escaped, they ran for it. They're still around somewhere out there, but they're no longer organized. And we've seen neither hide nor hair of the priesthood ever since. Banditry in the region is still something of a problem, but I think that's the problem of younger adventurers just starting out on their path.
I wonder what became of Hector and the rest.
Maester Hector.
Yeah.
Well, he is, I believe, the Dean of Evocation at the Academy in Vigormount.
Oh. Well, I hope he stays out of trouble.
You seem to know your wizards.
We've met.
I knew a few.
I see. Well, that speaks well of you. Do come by for a visit sometime. Cheers.
And Byrne is going to leave. Rutger slowly is going to take his helm, don it. Ladies, Master A3. And he's going to step through the
nice.
privacy curtain. At this point, you guys have downtime.
Whee!
Okay, first,
Okay, fast.
do we have any idea where Thrommel is? He was on a boat, right? Or was that true? I don't know.
I feel like that was a lie.
Okay, so we have no idea.
Also, Cora, did you have any dreams last night involving Deva?
If you mean my father, who I'm pretty sure is my Deva, maybe? I don't know. No, I didn't.
I had one of mine. I was walking the grave and there was a tombstone of my name and it cracked. There was yelling and screams and fire, maybe?
Junko,
And
this
then
kind of sounds like the rest of your dreams. Is this a bad dream or not? I don't.
I didn't see my Deva. I just heard him yelling from my grave.
Well, what did you
Yes.
say?
What have you done?
What did you do?
I woke up.
I meant before that.
I watched as I tried to figure out.
No, before that.
What do you mean?
Why did he ask you that?
I just walked and then a grave cracked and it had my name on the tombstone and I looked in and they asked me what I did. I think maybe I feel like I did something wrong. Ravek wasn't there.
Ravik is your Deva?
Yeah.
Can I do a check on that name?
Sure. That'd be religion.
Religion?
Mm-hmm.
Line GM?
Mm-hmm. Doesn't ring any bells.
I don't know the name.
I forgot his name for a while. Or their name.
Maybe that's why they were upset. Or maybe they're upset because you left Eminence.
No, usually I get blamed and told to make a choice.
Can I do some sort of occult check to see if I have any understanding? Because this is going entirely over Medora's head.
Actually be religion.
Okay.
Have you tried praying to him?
Medora, you are familiar with the concept of a spirit deva. It's unique to Azamar. It's sort of like a guardian spirit, but it's more celestial in origin.
Okay.
I can try.
It's kind of confusing looking back on it for me, but I would always think that I was talking to Archael. But I guess it wasn't really Archael I was talking to, it was my dad. But I never really heard back from anybody else. I always just felt Vitriel's presence. So. And I guess I did have a few dreams that must have been him too, right?
Maybe.
But I think
don't understand.
I think you should try talking to him. Not, I mean, outside the dreams.
Rebecca's only blamed me in my choices. I feel like leaving leads me to a path of hell.
We're not gonna let that happen, right?
I mean,
I hope.
I presume you mean like the hell where demons are?
It looked like that.
Okay. I don't really understand this stuff, but if they're like part of you, could it just be that you feel bad, so something inside you is telling you off?
No, this feels more like a premonition.
Cora's gonna take your hand. Well, I'll be here with you. And I think Medora and Ithri will be too. So we'll help you through it.
I'll do what I can. Hey, maybe we just need to save Seragada twice.
We can do it. We did it once. We can do it again. It was easy the first time.
Yeah, definitely.
Super easy.
Don't think E3 dying was easy.
The dying
but he's
bit
back.
was easy.
And he got to see Odin. I heard he's not very nice.
Who?
Odin?
Odin.
He brought me back to you guys, or allowed me to come back to you guys.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm getting mixed signals.
Oh gosh.
So as your breakfast conversation is sort of winding down, it's right around 9 a.m. You've got the
It's
next
only
30
9
days.
a.m.?
You've got the next 30 days for downtime. If you want to spend a little bit of time looking into what your options are for downtime, you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we're going to take a break at this point. Chat, we will be back in a few minutes. I'd encourage you to hydrate, stretch, snack, and we'll see you on the other side.
Clean your
See you
desk.
soon.
We're back.
Welcome back, everybody. Okay. So, before we begin our downtime on this, how I'm going to do this, I'm going to go in increments of 7 days at a time, player to player. And if there's something important that occurs with that player on any particular day during those 7 days, we will discuss it during that point. So, like I mentioned, that Ilya is going to be meeting with Cora tonight. We're not necessarily going to discuss that before we get into this until we get to Ash's turn for the first 7 days. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, with that in mind, Junko, how would you like to spend your first week of downtime?
I'd probably find work because I am money poor.
Okay. So you're going to be kind of earning income.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a skill that you want to use for this? You could use crafting if you want to like make tea. If
Yeah,
you have
I can
any
do
lore
that.
skills, you could use a lore skill.
I'll craft things.
Okay. So and what is it you want to be doing for these 7 days? Like making what are you crafting?
Well, I have a whole list of things I can craft depending on what people want.
Well, yeah, but in terms of like your comfort zone, what is Junko doing narratively?
Narratively, she'd probably be either doing a guard work.
Well, that's not crafting.
Yeah, but like what she would do, or she would try and sell elixirs to people of life.
Okay.
Because everything else is poison.
So you're making. So what you're doing is you're crafting like alchemical stuff, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. So, what's your proficiency in crafting?
Give me just a second to find out what it is. Proficiency. 13. I'm an expert.
Okay, expert is all I needed. Okay. Okay. So what you're gonna do is make a crafting check.
Okay. Blind or no
GM
blind?
sets the DC. Not blind. After your first day of work, you roll to determine your earnings. Okay.
Oh, I didn't roll very good.
I would set the tasks level. Are you just selling basic alchemical stuff?
Yeah.
All right, we'll set it at level 4. Which makes the DC. Okay. So that is a failure.
I'm gonna re-roll that then. Ah!
That is a critical failure.
Oh, that's mean. But on brand.
Yeah.
So for each day you spend after the first, you earn the same amount as the first day up until the task's completion. Assuming you spend 2 weeks doing this, you make about 1 silver a day.
So for the first week, I make 7 silver.
Yep. At which point, Rutger finally comes out and talks to you and is like, "You're disrupting people. It was a nice thought setting up like a little kiosk out here in the square. This isn't working.
I'm much better at fighting."
There's been complaints. So
Complaints?
alternatives.
What are they saying?
Look over your skills for week number 2. Maybe you can find something.
I'll ask Rutger to help train the badgers instead.
Ashlow,
Hello,
we're gonna
that's
do
me.
Ithri's first week.
So, Ithri is what weapon was it, Ava? He's gonna put a rune on a weapon.
Does it have to be +1 or +0 or?
Whatever you want, whichever is your favorite, or you use the most, or you want me to do.
It would be the Kasarigama.
So Ithri is gonna take the +2 weapon rune that we have.
Oh, yep. That was bought by charity.
That was
Thank you,
bought
chat.
by chat, yeah, and give it to, or attach it to the Kusarigama.
Okay, so a +2 potency rune. I believe the Kusarigama already had a +1, didn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
I gotta look at how this works.
I presume you can't remove one and then add a
I
different
think you can if you have a
Oh,
blank
really?
runestone. Yes, so you can etch only 1 rune onto a runestone. Once it's etched, it gains the magic blah blah. When a rune is transferred from the runestone to another object, the runestone cracks and is destroyed. Unfortunate.
I have an empty one.
You have an empty runestone?
Yeah, if Ether had made this known that he needed one, I have one that he can use.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, you could take the +1 off of that then, I believe, and have a +1 potency rune stone.
I don't know how to edit the weapon, so I'm just gonna leave it as is, so I don't break it.
Let me confirm.
Let me delete the runestone from my inventory, but it's just
Hang
a
on,
level
wait,
1.
don't do that.
Oh, you
And
can
never
drag it, can't
you can click and drag, yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting. It's actually too bad because it's easier to put it onto a blank weapon or to simply upgrade from a +1 to a +2. Because it's a runestone, though, it kind of complicates everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you have the formula for +2, you can just straight up upgrade a +1 to a +2. But you actually cannot replace it. A +2 is added on top of the
Right.
+1.
I
So you actually can't put it onto the blank runestone.
I do have. Hang on. So I don't have a formula for a +2 apparently.
You don't need it if you have the runestone.
No.
Though
So my
you
thinking
could
was,
learn
can
the
I
formula
deconstruct it to learn it,
to learn it. Yes, you could. Or you
then-
could try.
upgrade it. Oh, that's complicated. Yeah, so that's what I think a 3 would do, is try and learn the...
Okay.
Unless
So this
anyone
is
has a weapon they want, a blank weapon they want a +2 one.
And then, well, you could also upgrade
That's what I
+1s to +2 once you
No,
have
I
this.
mean now, because deconstructing it's got a risk of just losing it, right?
You have magical crafting as a
Yep.
feat. Let me see. The item is your level or lower, is it?
I think.
Nope.
Hang on.
You can't deconstruct it yet. You're too low level.
Oh, really?
It's a level 10. +2 means it's level 10.
Does that
So
mean
that runestone is holding a really powerful enchantment.
Does that mean I
So
also
you could-
couldn't upgrade it? Upgrade a weapon
Correct,
with it?
until you're level 10, but with the runestone you can, but only once.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes. So does that mean there's no way to do it with the Kusarigama? We just gotta get a new weapon and put a +2 on?
No. It means you could use the runestone on the Kusarigama, but then it's used.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Exciting news, I believe. It doesn't take downtime to do that.
Oh, really?
I think a
thought it was
runestone.
a crafting thing. I thought it was a 4-day crafting thing.
Uh,
But I could be wrong.
I'm looking for it, but it doesn't say anything about the runestone.
Oh, cool.
Path.
I mean, if that's just
Let me double check.
a quick job.
How long to use runestone? How about that? Let me just do a quick Google search.
Googling.
E3 just does one runestone transfer and is like, well, that's me done for the week. Good job.
Transferring a rune takes only 1 day, rules as written.
Cool.
So you've got 6 days of downtime remaining.
Okay. Do we need to do a check with the rune, or is that just work because it's a rune?
As far as I can see, there's no check.
Nice.
Crafting. Let me double check. Oh, consumables. Oh no, that's for crafting consumables. I'm not seeing anything about the damn runestone. I wish I had prepared this ahead of time.
Yeah, I did look, but it's all very
Oh,
complicated.
there we go. The etching process. Found that. You can transfer runes between 2 items. This uses the craft activity, and you must be able to craft magical items. You can either move one rune from one item to another, or swap a rune on one item with a rune on the other item, which can be a runestone. To swap, the runes must both be fundamental or both be property. They're both fundamental in this case.
Okay.
Let's see.
So I can swap from a rune to a weapon?
There is a crafting check. Okay, here we go. So, resulting in a +2. You could swap the potency runes from a +1 longsword and a +2 runestone, resulting in a +2. Okay. Okay. When transferring a rune to an item that can hold multiple, wait, that doesn't matter. So you are going to make a crafting check. That's the first thing. The DC of the crafting check to transfer a rune is determined by the item level of the rune being transferred. So it's going to be a higher DC because it's level 10. The price of the transfer is 10% of the rune's price. Unless transferring from a runestone, which is free.
Okay.
If you're swapping, you're not swapping. Okay, so it's free and it's going to be a crafting check. The DC, I will tell you the DC first so you can decide if you want to do it. The
Okay.
DC is 27.
Hang on, let me figure out. If I fail this, I lose everything, right?
I believe that's only on a critical failure.
Okay. I can't find.
On a failure, you fail to complete the item. You can salvage the raw materials you supplied for their full value. If you want to try again, you have to start over. On a critical failure, you ruin the runestone, basically.
But would I ruin the weapon? Because that's the bit I'm worried about. On a critical failure.
That's a good question.
honestly, if it's a DC 27, I might actually just wait. If there's a chance to lose the runestone as well.
Everyone's talking about it just taking 1 day. I'm not seeing anything about the check for it. I'm starting to wonder if... Oh! To swap. I'm sorry. I'm trying to learn this.
That's okay. I've got other stuff we can do anyway. So if the DC is 27, I think Ithri wouldn't do it because that's quite a high risk.
Oh. The DC of the credential. Okay. I believe. Okay. So here's the thing. The crafting check does not have any chance of failure. So when they say about you get the resources back, the cost is 0. It's free. It doesn't say anything about anything getting ruined, only raw materials being spent. So you can make the check once per day. There's effectively no cost for failure, though.
In that case, let's do it. I will do a crafting. Do I need to add minus blind? How would you like this done?
Nope. This is public. Okay, so 1 day spent.
It's a 22.
Yeah, that's 1 day. It's a failure because it's DC 27. So you've got 7 days total. Day 2 is a failure.
Really? Wow.
It's happening. Day 3 is a failure. Well, it's a good thing that it's off of a runestone.
Yeah.
Day 4. Failure.
Okay.
Get it together, bro!
I know, right?
Statistically,
Hero
this is
points,
improbable.
Mal.
Day 5 is a failure.
I've got a week to do this.
Lucky
There it
number
is. There it
seven.
is. Day 6. You are the proud wielder of a new +2 Kusarigama. Or is it a +2 striking Kusarigama?
Let me double check.
Do you know how to update that?
No, I do not. It's just +2. My striking weapon is the wakizashi.
Okay, so if you open the details on the weapon and then go over to like the details tab, there is a
Like the
section
edit?
for potency room. Yep.
Description.
You're just going to change the potency from +1 to +2.
There you go. Hell yeah. Ooh, this weapon's worth a lot.
Mm-hmm. It just became a level 10 item.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Thank you. I am.
Okay.
When I get it, I'm gonna swing it.
It is deadly sharp.
Yeah, I just
Um,
You slice
And there's
off
like
Ithri's hand.
blazing runes all along the blade, newly etched into it.
Nice.
Oh. That's so cute.
+18 to hit. Yep. That is a really good weapon. Okay,
The worst
so
part is I'm still gonna miss.
Ithri, you've got
Yeah.
one more day. Is there anything you want to do with that last day for the first week?
Find out if Smythe has any fun formulas he would be willing to share, basically.
Okay. So this is effectively formula shopping. Is there anything in particular you want? Because he can do a few uncommons. He's not skilled enough to do rare.
Yeah, there is one uncommon one I'm after.
What is it?
Fanged. Greater fanged, specifically.
Make either a diplomacy or in this case I will allow a crafting check.
Oh, yeah, okay, let's do one of those. Really? I will re-roll that if I have to.
You've He's noticed you struggling with the runestone, and he's sympathetic. He will give you the formula for that.
Okay.
At cost. You do still have to pay for it.
Full price?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to need to earn some money first.
Okay.
So if
Well,
you've got
he
that
says,
available, I'll be
by
trying
all
to earn
means,
money.
it will remain available for you. You
Cool.
can come back and get it.
Nice.
Okay. Medora. You've got a week.
Can she split her time?
One day at a time. Yeah. It's you're basically spending them as days.
Okay, just because she wants to perform in the afternoons near the tavern and do some busking when everyone's had a few drinks.
So you can't split an individual day. You can split like 4 days doing this, 3 days doing that, but you can't do like this in the afternoons, this in the evenings.
Okay. For story purposes, she doesn't start busking until everyone's had a few drinks. Might help.
Okay.
She's gonna do, in that case, if she's, I'll split it 4 days and 3 days, but story-wise it would be, I suppose she's spending the mornings going to look for some books on specifically Corvanian culture. She wants to find out more about dwarven gods.
So the Corvanian stuff, that's just readily available. You can get that from actually the church. The church is also where you would find the other stuff. I don't think it would actually take downtime to get these books. It would just take downtime to actually start reading through them.
Yeah. So she's gonna, like, essentially what I'm thinking is she's spending the mornings reading and then going and busking once people are a bit pissed. Because tactically, no one wants anyone busking at 8 a.m.
I'm looking for
Also, she wants to keep
there it is.
the books.
Okay, so you can get any of the books that you're looking for. So you could get a scholarly journal on dwarven deities for 6 gold.
And the other ones?
A scholarly journal on Corvanian, what was it, culture or history?
Both.
6 gold for each, and both would be available in the church.
She's bought all 3.
Okay, so if you just drag scholarly journal from the compendium, you got 3 of those.
Remove coins. Cool. We'll call that. Yeah. Okay. So. Browse. Scholarly journal.
Yep, and you can add 3. Just make sure you rename each of them in respect to their individual topics.
For now, I will add 3 in, and then
Okay.
rename in a sec.
So for your downtime, then the week would be to your downtime task then, since that would just be like shopping stuff that's not really requiring an actual activity. So what's the specific downtime activity you're looking to do? You're trying to make money, or
yeah, so it's earn income.
but with performance?
I don't think I would use lore for like storytelling, because I feel like the lore would be very unwelcome. So
it just depends on what specific lore you're talking about.
I don't think preaching about the abyss in any shape or form will be a good shout.
No, what you could do with that is like educate clerics on how to oppose the abyss. You could offer like courses to new adventurers on.
I don't think that my entity would approve.
It's not a demon. What does it care?
I still don't think I should. I'll perform. I'm not
Okay,
that much
you can do
worse
performance.
at performing, so
Let's see.
I am an expert in performance.
Heard. Yeah. This would be in the Inn of the Welcome Wench. I'm gonna treat this actually as your level for the task. So go ahead and make a performance check.
Public.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was DC 24.
So I am going to re-roll with a hero point.
That's probably a good choice.
Huh. No, it's not. It's
That
still
is tragic.
fail though, right?
Yeah, it is a fail. So, for these 7 days, you get 5 silver per day.
Oh, fine.
Effectively, you get 3.5 gold. 3 gold, 5 silver. It's meager,
Gold, 5
but
silver.
you know, it's better than nothing.
I mean, 3 gold, 5 silver, and then I probably bought a drink each day.
Yep. Which
How
brings
much is
us
a drink?
at the welcome lunch. I can actually answer that. Bet you all didn't expect me to have a friggin' menu.
Oh,
No,
heck
we've seen the
yeah.
menu before.
I would like pina
yeah, I feel like
colada.
we've seen it before.
Yeah, well, let me
Yeah, you
have
got a
this.
pina colada on there.
On the first day, a pina colada. On the second day, a long
Oh no, they
Corvanian
don't.
iced tea.
That's
Um,
not what they have.
You mean that they don't have a Corvanian iced tea?
Correct.
A Sarah Garden Mama, Bahama Mama.
Sarah Garden on the beach.
Where's my handout?
A beholder bomb.
Ooh.
Okay, I lied. I do not have a menu. It's
I've been
fine
betrayed.
In that case, I'll just take a still water.
Oh,
because I think under subsist. Nope, just kidding. Assume that money is what's left from like you're already paying money to survive. So
Okay.
you don't have
I
to
mean,
pay
I did give him
extra.
a gold at the start of the week, so.
So which brings us then to Cora.
yo, what up?
First of all, let's talk about your downtime. What are you spending your week doing?
So actually, I will take that disguise kit from Medora after all. And I will use it to.
He expects it back.
You expect my disguise kit back?
Yeah.
Got it.
That's very Medora.
First day, I will, I guess, gossip, try to gather info,
Okay.
and that would be like on Thrommel. Just in general, like, what's he doing right now? Where's
okay.
he at? That kind of thing.
And gathering information, I'm assuming that's just general diplomacy. You don't have any skill feats related to this?
No.
It is a secret role, by the way.
So, do you want me to roll that now? Diplomacy?
Yes. As a blind GM. I need to decide if this would be normal, hard, or very hard.
Find out no one likes him.
You hear word on the street is that Thrommel finally returned to eminence. And that he is
Fuck.
catching up with his father after an adventure somewhere north.
Okay, that's what they want you to think.
What
Wait,
about
an
the other 6 days?
adventure somewhere north?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna use my disguise kit and go to the church where I was told not to go and heal people in need. So pretty much working for the church for free.
Make a medicine check.
Secret?
Nope.
I'll use a hero point. Oh wait, is this just day 1?
No, this is day 2 through 7.
1 check for all the days?
Yep.
Okay, I'll use a hero point.
Okay.
Okay, that's a little better. I'll go with that.
28. Okay. You tend to a number of sick or just sickly folk. Honestly, most of what you're treating are animals. people having you go out and visit farms and
Ah, okay, I can do that.
getting your opinion on warts, and
I got you.
it's
Apple
not very
cider vinegar
glamorous.
clears up anything.
But here's the nice thing. It does sort of ingratiate you into the community a little bit. No one really knows who you are.
I'm Flora, the healer.
Mm-hmm. But during the night of your first day of downtime,
Yes.
during the evening, you notice a heavily hooded, cloaked old woman in the common room of the Welcome Wench who's watching you.
Is it the disguise we know her that she used before? And
Yes.
knocked? Okay. I'll just go sit by her.
She doesn't have really any pretense. She says, walk with me.
Okay.
Takes you outside into the cooler evening streets, if you could call them that, roads, and starts kind of walking to the south among the farms with you while you talk. I'm told I should call you Cora.
That's what I've been going by.
Very common name.
Yeah.
Is that what you want? Common. You are a very unique girl, you know.
For now. Yeah.
Dare I say, one of a kind. You are blessed, you know. Blessed with a grand destiny.
You know, I've had this talk with you before.
And what did you say to me before?
Oh, you know, I apologized a lot. I stuttered a lot.
Yes, usual foolishness.
Yes. But it's not going to be like that this time.
She stops. Oh?
I have some things I need to tell you, and I think there's some things you need to tell me.
Well, it sounds as though I've already told you.
Not.
And I'm not in the habit of repeating myself.
Did you tell me? I don't think you told me who my mother and father are. Do you know who they are?
Yes.
Who are they?
You are the daughter of the King and Queen of Saragada, Holy Arkel himself, as is your comrade. Did you think I wouldn't notice?
Oh, you're very astute. I'm sure you noticed right away about Junko.
Is that what she calls herself?
Well, it wouldn't do to call ourselves Solaris and Selene while we're going about, would it?
I'd have thought she'd stick with Mooncrow.
Mooncrow?
Oh, yes. She's known to me, as is her mission here to destabilize Saragada's situation. A number of divination spells have confirmed that she's no intention of following through on that. You don't need to worry about deceptions from her.
I'm not worried about deceptions. I just didn't realize that was her mission.
I doubt she did either.
Anyway.
But Corvania is not the only nation with spies.
I met Arkael.
You can see, like, she's gone rigid. And?
He's not my father.
He is.
He's not.
He is.
No, he's not!
Yes, he is, child, and I will not suffer blasphemy in my presence.
Vidriel is my father.
The advisor
Yes.
you suggest is nothing short of, well, dare I call it heresy.
Do you think I would lie?
Make a diplomacy check.
$24.
Not intentionally, but you have been known to be very rash and naive. You're a woman now, Cora, and the world is not a place for the gullible.
You're right. Which is why you should listen to the truth I'm telling you.
Take that tone with me again, and you'll be very sorry.
Elia, I'm not the little girl you raised anymore.
Then prove it. What you are saying is nothing short of blasphemy. You were found with an amulet that can only be worn by the holy children. And I'm willing to bet that your comrade has exactly the same amulet.
This? I show her my holy symbol of Ravenkind. This is the only one that works with me.
It is different. What is that? A forgery? That is too powerful to be a forgery. What is this?
This is my holy symbol.
Well, it's not of Archaea.
You're right.
It's not the one that you bore when I found you.
Yeah, that was Junko's.
It's yours.
It's not.
No other could have it. You are the lost second daughter.
How do I make her understand? I'm like talking to Loki aside. I just.
Oh, but you don't. You are exactly who she thinks you are. You're just not what she thinks you are. You should lie to her.
No.
Embrace it.
No. I'm not going to do
No
that.
what? Yes.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Coward.
No, you're a coward.
She smacks you.
Ah! I was too distracted. I couldn't even. Ow.
How dare you?
I wasn't talking to.
And after I lied for you, the church has already received notice to be on the lookout for you. You and the other girl. You ran. And just like the last time, I lied for you
What do you?
so that they wouldn't find you.
What do you mean, other girl?
Selene.
That's no way to talk to about a future princess, is it? Other girl?
Not if the two of you would flee that destiny. It just so happens that there is another heir, and so I feel no guilt in protecting your decision. But do not disrespect me by calling me a coward. I lied to the dignitaries of my god to protect you and her.
I'm sorry. I don't think you're a coward. But I think there's things you don't know. The true
And I suppose you do.
I do. I was there. The true Archael is Vidriel. He is the one giving blessings to you, to everyone.
Drell is an angel child.
I know.
He does give blessings. But to compare that to the divine will of your God, your Father. What
Have you-
happened?
I met him.
I have been in the
He-
presence of His Holiness.
So you know.
I know that his is a form of divinity that gives off such holiness, such pressure, that it can be overwhelming, that it can make you question the very nature of mortality.
No, that didn't happen. It was just some guy who was a sorcerer with a halo taped to the top of his head.
Then you were deceived, child.
What? Who else could be there in eminence sitting in that throne except for him?
I shall look into these matters.
Well, Vidril's still my dad.
Who told you this?
Vidril.
I see.
He can't lie, he's an angel.
You should start lying now. She's just gotten dodgy. Watch her. I understand your concerns. I will look into these personally.
What do you know that you're not telling me?
I don't hide my knowledge from you. You simply will not listen. I suppose it's in your nature. Bless you for it, child, but oh, you can be frustrating at times.
You want to know who my mother is?
I know who your mother is.
It's Loki.
Was? No.
Yeah.
Your mother, may she rest in peace, was the late queen.
Then why isn't she with me right now? Why is it Loki who's with me?
Right now, the god is with you now.
Always.
Have you started worship of another?
I haven't started worshipping.
Show me
any-
your holy symbol.
It's just this one.
When I saw you'd come back, I dared to hope. I think you should return to your friends and think about what it is that matters in this life and the next. About your place in this world, your responsibilities.
I already
What
have.
do you want your destiny to look like?
I've decided that. I'm gonna walk away.
She's gonna let you go.
As if she could stop me.
Mm-hmm. And the next 6 days pass and you don't have any run-ins with her. So that brings us to week number 2 of downtime. On that cheerful note. Junko. It's week number 2.
I asked Rutger if I can help train the badgers.
You have a skill applicable here?
Depends on if if acrobatics, athletics
Nope.
count.
None of those skills. It would
No?
have to be a lore or a
Training,
if you have like
drill
warfare
sergeant
lore or
Spa?
I would
You know what?
like you to know that I have 0 lore skills.
I'll allow actually athletics in this case.
Like sparring?
I would allow athletics.
Alright.
He's not going to let you train them so much as he'll use you as one of his training dummies, but he can kind of you're a undercover. He's going to use you as like, look, do it like that.
Yeah,
to rally
I'll
the
have
troops.
my clothes changed when I'm in front of them too.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check.
24.
Guys, what are you doing?
What? I thought I rolled good.
Actually,
We're
that's
just
right on the DC.
Sucking at this.
That's right on the DC. You're okay. Okay. So for the next, what's your proficiency? Trained. For the next 7 days, you make 2.5 gold a day for a total of
17 and a half?
yeah, 17 gold, 5 silver.
Guys, I'm getting wealthy again.
I mean, no, but
I started at 0. I'm doing pretty good for myself right now.
during this second week, you are provided with some better clothing, some time to clean up your gear. Otherwise, it's a very boring fitness week. E3.
I needed this.
So, in terms of downtime stuff, A3 is A3's already changed his mind, and he wants to know if Smythe knows the lesser fanged, because that's only 30 gold rather than 425.
Yeah,
Okay,
he can
cool.
do that.
So he'll buy that, and then he's gonna just try and do some crafting to earn some money.
Okay. All right. You know the drill. Make that craft check.
I will re-roll that if required.
It's a fail. It's a DC 24.
Okay, let's use a hero point to re-roll. There we go.
There we go. Not a critical success, but you get 2 gold, 5 silver per day. So another 17 gold, 5 silver
Nice.
over the course of this week. And they have you. It's not very exciting or glamorous. You're working on like horseshoes, some better armor for the badgers, tools, just stuff around a farming community. A lot of the tools, though, are actually related to the construction of the castle.
Makes sense. And then on the 7th day, A3 is going to encourage everyone to get very, very drunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wants to celebrate. He wants to get hammered.
I see what you did there.
Mm.
Outstanding.
Fedora's
pun.
in.
A3's buying.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. You guys.
Fedora's well in.
On day 7 here. Oh, this was. Do you want me to slow down and make a point of? Is there something you want to cover on this particular day?
It's going to be on the first day of the next week. So.
Okay. So I'll come back to you then after the other two take their downtime. Okay. Medora.
So, Medora is going to read for 2 days.
Okay. I think that's just subsist.
Yep. Do I need to check
you
for
can
that,
do
or can I just...
It's just a society check.
So I probably forget to eat during this time then.
Well, you don't, but you attract trouble.
Oh no. What, reading in my room?
No. Probably when you go out to eat, or more importantly, drink.
I tried so hard not to cause trouble this time. I was having a chill session.
You, how do I want to do this? You know what? You tell me. How do you get into trouble?
Trying to make the calendar because I found it on Roll20.
Oh yeah, I've got it. I just need to input it into Foundry. Oh my god.
So I'm thinking that what she's done, she's read for 2 days, and like, I don't know, on the second day she's like, cool, I've got an idea, and heads down to the tavern kitchen.
Okay.
She'd like to try and make some baklava. And if that causes some trouble somehow,
It wouldn't.
no, you reckon she could just get in there and start cooking with no previous experience?
Gloria Gundagoot is pretty reasonable. Like, she would be like watching you and like probably
so
kick you
she's
out before
helped
long.
me me
but-
make that, like, go away. I don't know. Maybe I've tried to make it. I have efforts on a plate, and I'm heading out the tavern.
I think what ends up occurring is you assure her, you convince her that this is a exotic regional dish,
Mm-hmm.
and she serves it to the entire common room as a dessert. And you effectively poison an entire common room of people.
Oh shit.
That's Jinko's job.
Yeah,
What this means is you are going to have a -2 penalty on your checks for the remainder of this downtime, and there may be
whole
other
downtime.
and there may be other repercussions that come up as a result.
Is that
No one dies, but
is there downtime things I can do to fix it other than like at the time hero pointing? But you know,
I will leave that to
committed now.
your I will leave that to your imagination if you can come up with a way of making that right. But it's keeping in mind that their clientele is mostly travelers and merchants.
Sounds like I'm gonna be healing on my next thing as well.
You're going to be
Healing the
loads of
poison.
money.
can I
Well,
can I go and get Cora and then pay for some healing?
so by the nature of downtime, no, not really. Just because
Oh.
like this is over the course of days, and probably more than half, most of the people are on the road by the time the effects start to set in.
It's
Oh,
fine. They won't find out about it for a while.
gets in
But
the
the
wagon.
reputation
I
of
gotta
the welcome
poop.
wench is going to be heavily impacted.
Oh, how could
No.
you?
Uh,
I could have hero pointed, but you know.
so that was
no
that was
retcons.
2 days, you
Fun.
said?
2 days. Okay.
Okay,
So
you got 5.
well, you know, we screwed that one up. So instead, she's going to go and see if she can find like. Is there like a kids crash, like a entertainment nursery there?
No, not really.
She will go to the church then and use her knowledge of the occult to like discuss some things. Try and learn more about what people believe about Archael and like, but she wants to do it from like oh well, in this cult that I heard of when I was doing this thing up very far north, I learned such and such about, I don't know.
This would actually be diplomacy, I think.
Okay. Why did I? Oh yeah, come on.
Because effectively, you're gossiping.
Okay. I'll take that. So diplomacy. Yeah, with a modifier circumstance -2.
Yep.
How bad?
Okay. You don't get any information. It's not too bad, but what you find is that all the people in the church are just stuffy and like of the opinion that any other faith is lesser. And you coming in with an outsider's perspective, they're not overly fond of that. Sort of you get a lot of unfriendliness and people who are just kind of looking down their nose at you or like proselytizing to you.
People are just mean around here. Honestly, you poison a bunch of people and...
Yeah, it doesn't go well. Cora, let's talk about your week, number 2.
So I don't have some lores, but if I have access to like a library, would I be able to do stuff with other lores? Like
so there's no official library in Hummelbank. There's the church's book collection, but it's very focused.
And Burn has one, yeah.
No.
I thought he had.
He has his own like arcane and alchemical books, but he doesn't actually have a library.
Okay.
Just his personal collection.
Can I use Loki as a library reference?
You cannot.
But he has all kinds of knowledge. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna so what I would like to do is gossip, but specifically like in the church, at least the first couple days, to see if they're talking about the lost daughters or anything like that. If I can overhear like the bigwigs talking about that.
Yeah, diplomacy.
And I'm just gonna say to Loki, you know, for somebody who hates lying, you sure like to do it a lot. You asshole.
Where on earth would you get the idea I hate lying? Lying is delicious.
What's your problem with Archael then?
He's a hypocrite.
Isn't that lying?
When I lie, there's an element of fun to it. When he lies, it's just demeaning.
Maybe he's having fun.
It's insulting. He's offering no veneration whatsoever to yours truly.
That's really it? You're just mad because he's...
I make the tricks around here.
I got a 27.
There is some talk that there's drama in the capital, and there's always drama in the capital.
They're gonna make an opera about it.
You do notice Terracin talking to one of his acolytes, some guy named Calamore.
Some guy.
Terracin seems under the impression that Archael's heirs turned up.
Here? Oh,
No.
like there. Okay.
There, yeah. And you get the impression it won't be long
Long for what?
for the news to hit.
Okay. And then I'm gonna keep trying to find stuff out about Thrommel and this journey north he took, like an expedition north, maybe. I need more info.
You're actually getting conflicting reports now. People saying that no, Thrommel went east. That he's in Mirnova fighting demons or something like that.
Mirnova! Fuck.
You're starting to suspect that nobody knows where he is.
Mother F. Okay, how many days do I have left?
None.
Thanks. Okay.
So, on day 15, we're going to circle back to the inn, a little checkpoint, if you will. Ashlo, I guess the show is yours.
Ithri, I think he would. I presume everyone spends breakfast together as normal, and then goes off to do their stuff.
And Cora would be like, I can't find out anything about anything.
I just poisoned everybody.
What?
Well, that was a week ago now.
Yeah.
The only person who's really still pissed about it is good
What
wife
day is it
Gundagoot.
then? 'Cause you said
Day
the
15 of downtime.
It's the 28th. Or no,
So-
this would be the 29th.
29.
So this is when we're all after the night of drinking.
Yeah.
Yes. This was the following morning from Ithri's little spontaneous celebration.
he actually told us his birthday before.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I wrote it down.
Yeah.
So when your birthday happens, I would probably just do like give you one of my potions, and it would be
Adorable.
yeah.
An
well,
elixir, technically.
Yeah, it would be an elixir, and it's gonna be elixir of cheetah.
Are you gonna? Did you want to make some? Because that's a downtime activity to craft stuff.
I don't have money for things until after this point, so I didn't have time to make one, but I had one already. So
Okay.
Elixir of
I'm
what?
gonna make
cheetah.
Cheetah.
It's
It's a lesser.
effectively it's a type of tea, and it is.
Is
Well,
it
you
the
described the
compendium?
tea.
Yeah, it is in the compendium, and it'd have like I would put like a little label on it, and then I'd put like a string on it that like as a bow. I'd put a bow on it and just be like, "Happy birthday." But I do it quietly because I don't know if he wants people to know.
Thanks.
Cora would bake you a big cake and say, "Happy birthday!"
Thanks.
Actually,
Let's get drunk.
take away lesser and do moderate.
That'd be all birthday stuff. I can't find it. We'll do that in a sec.
Medora didn't know. / forgot. So when other people do this birthday thing, there's gonna be like a frantic rummaging in pockets,
Here's some
and she
flint.
pulls out a handful of stuff, puts it down on the table, covers it, looks at it, scoops up a bit more and puts it back, and just scoops up another thing and puts it back, and hands you one obsidian, one bloodstone, and one tiger's eye.
Okay. Nice. These aren't required, but thank you. Bloodstone. What was the last one? Tiger's eye.
Obsidian, bloodstone, and tiger's eye, one of each.
You should
But
always
like,
have a
she
cake on
definitely
your
pulled
birthday.
an entire handful out and then
Just
considered
went,
it. And
you
was
can have
like,
these three. Yeah.
no,
That's
no.
So after breakfast on Hangover Day, Ithri is gonna put his hand into the bag of holding and ask for a dagger, and come out with a clan dagger that he didn't know was in there, that came from home. He's then gonna go to once everyone else has dispersed, so he's doing this on his own. He's gonna go to the location where we did the naming of the group as the Valkyrie. Sit in the water and pray to Odin.
Oh. Okay.
I think he does, like, to start with, he'll probably just do like 30 minutes of the meditation that he used to do, and then start with like, he'll hold the holy symbol and say, hey, I don't know if this is a thing that works now, but I feel like there's a bit of the story that I missed out telling you, and I don't know if it would have changed your mind. I came of age yesterday, which means today I should be at home inheriting. I'm not there, so that probably means, even though I swore the Darkhammer clan to you, I don't know if I'm part of them anymore.
At some point during this, a single raven has landed in a tree above the water. And it's just sort of watching you.
I think Ithri would like ramble for ages about home and stuff. And then at the end of his ramblings, he's going to cut off his beard with the knife.
That's a lot of beard.
It's a lot of beard.
How dare you!
And he's just going to let it float away.
This was by the river, correct?
This was Ithri is sat in the river, presumably
Okay.
at a point where it's like not too deep.
So,
And then just...
okay.
Can you make a hero forge of your character beardless?
Yes, it's something I plan to do.
As the beard just gently floats away down the stream, the raven continues to watch you. And then it takes wing and flies away to the north.
I don't know if that's good or not. And then Ithri will just go back to his downtime activities.
All right.
And Cora, as she's out, oh, it's his beard. I better get this back to him.
Can't heal that.
He lost it.
And the previous day for his birthday, Cora, if you were serious about making a cake,
Fuck yeah, I was.
Mrs. Gundagoot would actually, like, she's already got it figured. You're welcome in her kitchen. It's eerily reminiscent of another day not so long ago, baking a cake in that kitchen.
Yeah, I know all about that.
I
So
should have
this
let you
time-
bake for me.
You bring the cake out to a group of waiting friends who enjoy this birthday together. Bringing us into, we're going to do the next 2 weeks as a single downtime event.
Okay.
Junko.
I think I'll just prepare more potions for our group.
So each set takes 4 days, but you get 4 copies. So what do you
Okay.
want to make? You can do 3.
3 in total.
hmm For a total of 12 elixirs.
Okay. I'll just add them to my sheet then. Or do I
Oh,
have to
no,
drop
no,
them?
you got to roll and spend money.
Yeah, I think it's gold to craft.
So,
Put this up.
if you are trying to, this is alchemical crafting.
Actually, no. Wait, I may not be able to. I don't think I'm rich enough.
To craft an item, it has to be your level, you have to have the formula, you have the tools and location, and you have to supply raw materials worth half of the item's price.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, never mind.
Okay. You want
Never
to
mind.
do more income earning?
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay. What are you going to do?
I'll continue to train the badgers if Wrecker lets me.
Yeah, okay. Make an athletics check. And how many days do you want to spend doing this? If you want, since you've got 14 days, you could say 10 days doing this and spend the last 4 making 1 batch of elixirs, if you've got enough.
Yeah, I can do that if I end up with enough.
Make your athletics check.
I was looking, I can't find the tab to hit accept. There we go. Cancel at roll 20. There we go. That's not the right thing I wanted.
Correct.
I just thought it was there.
That's really cool, though, that it has all that built in right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a success. Not critical, but success. So you're going to make 25 gold.
Sweet.
Slowly becoming rich, homies.
And you have 4 days remaining. Do you have enough to do a batch of something, or do you just want to...
Well, I have enough of what I have, so no.
Okay. What do you want to do with those last 4 days?
I'll spend a day cleaning the one room, and then the other 4, I think I would just
So is this
follow Medora around. Yeah.
okay? Make a society check.
I don't know why I can never get the right thing on the first try. 23.
Okay. You spend the time kind of uncomfortable. You don't really fit in here. You don't socialize with people. You're not very good about letting someone know when you're hungry or whatnot. You try to kind of take care of yourself, which ends up resulting in you just kind of not eating or drinking well, not taking super good care of yourself.
Fine.
Ithri, how do you want to spend the last 14 days?
So it would probably still be trying to earn money, unless I can't find anything in the activities. He also is after maps that relate to the
That wouldn't so much be a
But-
downtime activity as just you can go shopping.
Okay,
see if you
is
can
there
find
anything
something.
that would fit that location?
General store. Maybe Byrne or Rutger could have a map.
Well, so bearing in mind it would be a map that isn't current, as Ithri understands it, because it's of a lost location. So Ithri's looking for like
Okay.
dated
For
maps. So
this,
maybe Burn, but
we're going to treat this as a single day of downtime
Okay.
to go looking for this. I guess you can do society, or if you have a specific lore skill.
The only lore skill I have is warfare, which I don't think.
That's what Junko needs.
Yeah.
Um,
Which I don't think is appropriate.
yeah,
So,
I don't think so either.
I could do a society.
You can do society, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anything else would. I do have a +3 in religion. Technically, I
I think this would be more society than
that's
religion.
fine. Let's try this. See how that works. No, I rolled a 4.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're not really able to find anything, though Byrne does say he'll look into it
No, thanks.
and see what
Ben.
he can come up with.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be something that is here. And then just trying to earn some gold for the rest of the time.
Crafting?
Crafting indeed, because that is his best skill. So
Do your thing.
I'm doing my thing. Oh.
That's a
31.
really good roll. For each day. So that would be for 13 days.
Yeah.
You get. I don't want to do the math. 2.5 gold a day.
Okay, cool.
2 gold, 5 silver each day.
Yeah, I'll do the maths.
Seems like that starts to add up after a while. Wait, are you expert? I lied. You get more than that. You get 3 gold a day.
Oh, is that the same for the previous one as well?
Mm-hmm. That should have been
Okay.
for the previous one as well.
Okay, so if I... Cool, I'll do the maths.
It's too bad you're not master. Actually, it would be the same. 3 is the max you can get for income earned. Right. That's near proficiency rank. Yeah, okay. Okay. Medora.
They
would you
have
like
just
to-
checked. The subsist is for a week on a crit
Mhm.
fail, so it's now not a -2, is it?
Well, it depends on what ends up happening. By default, it is only for a week.
And it's
I will
subsist
say-
checks rather than
Mhm.
all checks.
I know. I saw.
Cool. I'm just
Uh,
checking because it'll change what I do.
I'm branching it out. I was branching it out a little bit. I will say that it doesn't apply to necessarily everything. Only things that revolve around the inn at this point
Yeah.
for the remaining 2 weeks.
So she'd like to she wouldn't actively like she would probably do the gossip action to try and
What are you trying to learn?
anything about Thrommel
Okay.
at this point, like a direction to go in.
Cora would have told you guys what she learned, which isn't very helpful, but
Yeah, Medora's gonna, because this is a riverside town, so she's gonna see if there's any like travelers and boats coming in, and basically, like
So all the
one.
travelers congregate at the inn.
Yeah, but they've got to travel to the inn. They can't
Quick,
just
poison them.
spawn in. They can't spawn in at the inn. They've got to get there. So she wants to walk along the road way before the inn, and like gossip with and see if they've heard anything, because they've obviously got a wider net than people in the town.
Okay. You can do diplomacy or society for this.
What have I got? Okay, we'll go for diplomacy. I would like to hero point that one.
Okay. Probably good.
That'll do.
That's much better. That is so much better.
That's way better. We'll take that. I think I'd have to roll a nat 20 to crit success.
You do actually find that there's some folks coming from Vigormount with news. A lot of the news is that about a little under a month ago, Prince Thrommel showed up in Vigormount, stayed the night at a local monastery, and then continued north into Korth. And there's speculation that he's on yet another top secret mission for the God King.
Okay.
But you hear it once and like it's like, okay, this is clearly the same shit Cora was hearing. And then you start hearing it more and more and more from other travelers from Vigormount. And over the course of the following, like the next 2 weeks that you're doing this, it begins to solidify. He passed through Vigormount, and in fact, it becomes clear he was on his way to meet with the elves.
So that's basically the first, because AV said Junko follows Medora around for the last 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe like the last day once she's found out this information, she's just grabbing a bottle of vodka that she heard was a thing, and she's like, hey, come and just sit by the river. And that's her last day in the town, is just sitting by the river and just having a drink and reflecting, and if Junko would like to join her.
Mhm.
That is her plan for the day.
The evening of that last day, you find that your dreams are a little different. For the last week, a lot of your dreams revolve around ticking clocks and cogs and wheels. And it can often be a little on the stressful side. Though you don't know why. But it's always like a ticking clock. Until this last day. Oh, I wish I had a sound set for that. That'd be so good. Till this last day. You find yourself in a dark, dreamless place during the night. And there's a wisp of green, sparkly energy somewhere above that kind of flies past you to the north You can hear a distant thud somewhere, almost like a like of a rock hitting sand, and you can hear distant cries, and you hear see. And then there's this motes of green light expand, illuminating everything in this dull, faded emerald hue, where everything is black except the emerald lighting. So you see like these black silhouettes. You can see 1,000 dark tendrils erupting from the ground, all of them pitch black, spanning like the skyline, almost like some horrible tentacular forest in the distance. And you can see something rising out of the ground, spinning, whirling like a tornado, as a black humanoid shape emerges from the top of this spinning vortex, only to be struck down by black bolts of magic emanating from somewhere, like from an angle impossible for your mind to even fully comprehend. And you begin to hear this ticking clock, and you can hear time. Time. And everything begins to fall away, and you notice that there's just 5 remaining little starbursts amid the black, the only thing illuminating against the growing darkness everywhere, until the green fades. All is black. And then you see you wearing a cloak, maybe a little taller than you, but with your face, just looking at you. Staring at you. You can hear a single tick, like of a clock or a moving cog, but only one. What do you do?
Does Dream Me have my staff with me?
No. She's
Okay.
just standing there, arms at her side. Again, slightly taller than you and wearing this dark cloak. The hood is up, but you can kind of see your face under the hood.
If I reach out towards them, do they mirror me?
No. When you reach
Can I-
for them,
Can I grasp the hood?
your hand just kind of goes through the hood, and you unexpectedly find yourself touching writhing worm-like protoplasm, seemingly just wearing a 2D cutout of you in front of it. And you quickly like kind of recoil your hand coming out of this. It was like you just stuck your hand into a mass of writhing worms. Is this how you communicate?
I don't think she says anything. She stares into the darkness, and whatever the darkness stares back is what it gets.
I expected you would speak. The face wriggles and writhes as though the very flesh and skin of the face are themselves 100 worms bunched together, sort of shifting until it looks more like Junko's face. Is this more comforting to you? Or
I tried to step around it in my dream.
as you step around it, you find that you've just like right around it is another it exactly the same, and like looking back, it's gone, and it's like its reality is reshaping around you.
Does it sound like
No.
Junko? As what does it sound
A
like?
very androgynous, almost blank voice.
What do you want?
To travel, to see, to explore that perpetual darkness that laces the lines between the cogs of time, space, and reality. You may call me Tawil At Umar. I am that which lurks beyond time. I am the will of he who is known. The face sort of begins to unravel, the worms sliding down the front as the entire like thing sort of reforms. The cloak opening up, and you can see the writhing mass of tentacles surrounding the one single eye fixed upon you before the cloak sort of shifts, leaving nothing but emptiness in the hood. And you can see other things begin to writhe out of that emptiness, taking the form of eyes, and then mouths, and then horrible, misshapen fingers that seem to form up into a finger face, if you will, like 100 fingers making up the shape of a face, though the voice does not change. I am your patron.
She's just gonna reach out a hand in this dream state and just, I suppose, two hands. It just in like a very, this is the person that she's assuming or thing that has kept her alive. So just kind of,
You have walked the ceiling of the dimension of time, but you've not come inside. Tick, another tick.
should I be afraid?
Yes. Time is a terrible thing, but such a wondrous thing. It fascinates me. It calls to me, just as you called to me in the moment when you died. That was the first time we met. But you've not reached that yet.
You were my company in the everything and nothing.
I will be. In the future, you asked me to take a better appearance, something you could speak to. This old glove will suffice. The fingers all flex that make up the face and sort of pull back, and Medora's face just kind of comes out from behind the fingers. But you can still see the creepy crawlies behind that face. And every time she opens her mouth to speak, you can see them in the mouth. Literally like just wearing a mask.
Then I will trust in what I asked of you.
Your trust means nothing to me.
What do you deal in?
Time. Knowledge. The dark. You will walk such roads. You will become such an explorer, a walker of that which will transpire. And yet you have no idea. You are so infantile. But the power, you will accept it when you are ready. Because you already have. And we will work great magic together. We will pioneer the face of time. And all of the writhing behind your face sort of explodes outward into a great, infinitely large clock. And you can see it ticking, the hand getting closer and closer to midnight, and you can't explain why, but there's something maddeningly horrific about the concept of what happens when the hand reaches the top. And then you awaken from your dream. Anyway, so Cora, what would you like to do with your 2 weeks of downtime?
Loki,
Sunshine,
do
lollipop.
you ever feel like there's bigger things going on that are really creepy that you just have no control over?
There's no.
I'd like to make a contact.
Oh, with whom?
Loki.
Yeah, no,
What? Why?
he can't. He's
What do
not
you mean?
available to you.
What?
Loki's on another plane, man.
He comes up whenever any other time. But I had some books I wanted to read to him.
I mean, he can still hear you. You
Okay.
can't make a contact with him, though. That's not how
Okay.
contacts work.
We're gonna spend some mother-daughter time together. And I'm gonna read him some classics like Are You My Mother? And
Okay.
You Be Mommy.
So, subsist then
Yes.
for all 2 weeks?
First week.
Okay. Go ahead.
Did I
and-
get that scroll?
You can. You know the cost.
He took 4 days though, so I would have had
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
150.
Yep. And he has 3 more if you ever want to buy them.
Can I use that scroll to make a contact?
No.
Why?
Gain contact is like an ongoing asset. That's
Yeah,
not
but
like
if-
make contact with somebody. It's like turn somebody into a contact.
Yeah, but what if they're far away and they answer and we
You-
have like
no.
a phone call?
No,
Okay.
not with 25 words. Honestly, I don't even know how you get your full name out in just 25 words. You saw the trouble Thrommel had with that.
My name isn't nearly as long.
Yeah, but you do something to mess it up still. Not your name, but the 25 word span.
It's okay. If you just want to subsist, that's fine. There's no pressure on you to, like, you don't have to do something.
I guess I won't. I'm gonna continue to bond with Loki.
So you want to, like, study your connection to him and see if you can...
Mhm.
Okay. In this case, I will allow you to use religion or society, whichever you prefer.
Religion. Private?
No. Okay. As you spend some time, you begin to understand that you are something of an anchor. That Loki is feeding off of you. That the horrible, horrible place that he's in, where he's, being constantly eaten alive by ravens and snakes and shit.
Do I know that?
No. Well, probably. Yeah, actually.
I would?
Yeah, that's where Odin banished him to.
Yeah, but I didn't know details like
punishment.
that.
I think Ifri would have described it
Okay.
when he mentioned that part of the story.
He is feeding off of you. In essence, you are getting an extra burst of power from him by way of your oracular
No, that's eyes.
abilities.
Oracular.
Because he latched onto you, his presence is sort of giving you a little bit of his excess. And in exchange, he's feeding off of your aura to endure what he's going through, and he is slowly gaining strength from it. As you grow in power, so too will he. In essence, he's created a symbiotic
fucking
relationship with you.
What you call him? Venom over here?
But on the flip side, his divinity washing off onto you is giving you greater control over your own area of interest, that is life, thus giving you greater healing magic and a greater ability to exert your will into the world. And the more powerful you get, the less it will be his will you're exerting on the world and more your own. So you find that as you feed this, you may lose some of the trickery abilities you have, but gain far more potent abilities that correlate directly to you and your interests.
That correlate?
Mm-hmm.
It helps him endure. So I guess she would have asked him if
and
he's
eventually transcend.
Oh. I guess she would ask him, though, if he's, like, in a lot of pain, if he's...
Oh, no,
suffering.
No. All is well, child. I'm perfectly fine. Oh, was that my right eye getting plucked out by one of Odin's little bitches? But I'm fine.
So grumpy.
You know, you don't need to take that tone. Do you want me to free you?
Oh, but you are, and that's the fun. As you grow, maybe even at the behest of Odin's champion, you're undoing Odin's very will. It's delightful because there's nothing All-Father can do about it. Unless he wants to make you his enemy, but why would he do that?
Yeah, you're gonna make my relationship with Odin kind of complicated. So do you know where Thrommel is?
Who?
Thrommel? Do you know where he is?
Oh, the boy.
Yeah, we're looking for him.
Well, I'm sorry, child, but I've been here. You know,
Yeah,
lashed to this tree.
I know you
while
can see.
Serpents feed on my insides. I must have missed him.
I know you can see things.
Why don't you ask the wizard?
Well, fine, I will.
So, on the 15th,
It's been a month, right?
No, this is the 29th day. It has been 29 days. What would you guys like to do?
Talk to Burn.
We'll say you guys are
Um,
together. It's breakfast time.
You just yelled talk to Burn at me, Cora. You're
Somebody was asking me what I wanted to do. I
Oh,
think we should
okay.
talk to Burn.
Yeah.
Got a gut feel.
Oh, okay.
I think
can
we need
do
to go
that.
north. I told you guys what I heard. He's been near Vigormount.
So we should go to Vigormount?
Vigormount and then on to Korth was what I heard from the travelers. And
We can start at Vigormount.
I know that dreams can be misleading, but I also saw well, part of my dream was darkness and then a single light going north. And then there was a lot of chaos, but then there was darkness with 5 lights. So maybe that's the 4 of us and Drommel? I could be reading into it too much, but if he's already gone north, then that
Well,
doesn't
we don't
feel
have
like a stretch.
we don't have another lead, and that was some of what I had heard, that he was north. So
I heard it a lot, if that helps. It wasn't just one. Vigormount and then Korth.
I also, if it's probably best to ask those in power as little as possible until we're.
I don't
Wait,
want to see
what?
Burn.
Why?
If you mention it to Burn, then Burn will know, and then other people.
Yeah, but we
will
trust
know.
Burn.
Yeah, I know, but he's got his
I don't trust
Wizard's Web or
Burn.
whatever it's called. The
Wizard's Web.
yeah.
I like
I would like no one to know where we've gone.
I'm sorry, but Loki knows. I can't help that.
That's
No.
a little bit different. He's coming with us in some sort of way, as you know, we've all got that kind of issue. But-
Yeah, he's listening, and I also told him, so it's like a double whammy. But yeah.
Yeah. Hey Loki, good job, man. We should probably go.
But do you
Burn
wanna
said
do you
we'd
wanna
have
say
about a
hi
month.
to them? No. Okay.
I think we should just go. We can leave a note here saying thank you. We've taken your advice. 30 days are nearly up, and we should go. And maybe we say it's to protect them. If they have no knowledge of where we've gone, they're protected as well.
Okay. Well, I'm
Right.
gonna tell Elia that I'm leaving, but I won't tell her where.
Okay, at least you're telling her this time.
Yeah. Forever alone.
Hey, you're not alone. You got Loki.
well,
You're
and
never alone.
that's an invasion of privacy. What did we talk about when we read that book together? So anyway, if we go to Vigormount, we could see Merrick.
Who?
You were the
Uh,
first time.
Malik? Shit. He raised me in the monastery with Elia.
Oh, that
Okay.
sounds
You
fun.
also know who you are?
He was a lot. I talked with Elia. She didn't really want to listen to me, but Malik might.
Okay, so I vote we go there. Brief stopover. We don't stay, because if Malik raised you, then Elia's
if-
probably first on his contact list.
Well, if Thrommel stopped in Vigormount, it would have been
A month
the
ago.
Church of it would have been the Church of Saint Dracian. That's where I was raised. That's the biggest archaeal temple there.
Let's go.
Then
So-
we could try and get. Although Ether, why did you shave your face? I'm sorry. We spoke about it in private, but I thought it.
That was your beard I saw floating by. I thought I was just imagining things.
Uh,
I mean, I don't like it.
It's
Me
different.
either. Yeah.
Are you gonna grow it out again?
Yes.
You can
What
explain on the
happened?
way.
I can.
I feel like that's a
Did you
cup
trap
of
it
tea.
in something?
Let's make the decision. It's a bit of a long story. Let's make notes, leave, and I'll tell you on the way to Vigor Mount. No, it was
Okay.
intentional.
You hear suddenly from outside a trumpet.
Time to go.
So let's go.
We might not have time to do a note.
I think we had
Let's-
29 days.
Do you guys not like trumpets? What's the problem?
Just grabs car and starts running.
No, I have to tell Ilya I'm leaving.
Well, let's head out the back and see what that is first.
Okay.
Gather things
Um,
out through the kitchen, back of the kitchen if we can.
Yeah. You
keep
meet
my head
Osler
way
on
up.
the way, who's like, "You gotta go. There's riders.
Yeah.
They've just come into town."
Thank you.
I flip him another 2 gold coins on my way out and say,
No. I'm still in.
You can't- no,
insist
they can't
I'm
flip to
paid
ya.
for. Take your money and do something good for yourselves. Go.
Fine.
Thank
You're a
you.
good man. And a terrible businessman. Thank you.
Oh.
Why would you?
As you
He's
guys
not using
slip
our
out the
gold.
back, you can actually still see the backs of 2 full plate armored knights on heavy war horses with banners riding up toward the church.
Should I miss
Um,
those guys?
You can see that they sort of have a spread gait, and the reason for this becomes clear as a massive pure white winged horse comes to a landing between them, bearing upon it a gold armored man, himself bearing wings of sunlight. Only 2 wings.
That's not Thrommel,
Um,
is it?
It's not Thrommel, nor is it Vidrail, but unmistakably a Deva, an angel, riding
Is it-
on
It's
an
not
armored
Not
Pegasus.
Ravik, is it?
But you can see all 3 of them dismounting at the church. The angel holding some kind of sealed, solid gold scroll case.
I want to see
Question.
what that says.
Grabs Cora, keeps running. Are there any traveler carts going out by any
There's
chance?
a few, but you can actually see that there are more riders in the front yard outside the tavern, and you can see that there are other riders heading east toward the tower, where Byrne and Rutger are at.
So if we went, say, here, where I'm
That's
assuming
the
there's
direction
a
of the
bridge.
church. There is a
Oh,
bridge.
wait.
I don't know why the map doesn't include it.
Where is
The
the
church is that northernmost building.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
this one.
The one shaped like a sideways H.
So we're going south and round, guys.
There
Where
are
are-
riders to the south on the road as well.
Are there bridges here?
There
where these
is a little bridge there,
Okay.
and at
Where
the point right here, which is kind of right by where you guys are.
Where are we right
Uh,
now?
Right now,
Here.
you're like
Here.
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ah, crap.
I vote we go across this bridge, hug the building, go under the trees, and leg it.
Okay.
Any
Okay, just-
objections?
Let me
Slaps a
just
hand over Cora's mouth.
let me just send a message.
Okay, but you're not going to see the church.
No, I should be able to cast it from here. She just won't be able to reply.
Fine.
So I'm gonna cast message, and as far as I'm aware, I can cast it
What's the
without
range?
without seeing her. 500 feet heightened.
Yeah, you can cast it. It's the reply is the problem. I think.
Oh wow! Actually, it's just barely in range. Yeah, you can.
So she won't be able to reply.
Correct.
Is there? It just says, how much can I say?
One sentence, I think. It's like
It
a
doesn't say.
brief.
I'm leaving.
If it
Love
doesn't
you.
say,
Bye.
then that's it.
I think as long as you keep talking, then Cora. So you've got all day.
Okay, blah 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 da, 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 da. It's me. Hi, hello. I'm leaving town now. They're here, so I have to go. Sorry, I couldn't tell you this in person, but I'm sorry for everything, and I love you. Click.
We're totally getting on a ship and it's totally going south.
So where are you guys going?
Out to the west. On
Okay.
the tree
so you're
line.
running
so
for the river
This way?
and then
the tiny
crossing.
paths.
Because
Yeah.
you said there's people here at all the roads?
Yes.
Jesus.
We're going tiny paths through the trees.
As you run across that bridge, ducking past. Give me a second.
If we're in
H18.
line of sight.
Ducking past a cottage, an imposing stone building with a barrel hanging from chains next to it, you weave into the trees. You can hear another trumpet back the way you came.
I cast invisibility on all four of us.
So you guys disappear, fleeing into the fields beyond Hummelbank. That's where we're going to end for today.
To Vigormount!
Don't get too excited or anything, but you guys each get 10 experience points.
Whoa.
10!
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Listen, it adds up.
Yeah.
It adds up.
We're at 200.
Yeah, boy.
I'm sorry you guys didn't have enough money to do anything fun.
No, it's
Hey,
fine.
nobody
That
asked
was-
me if I have enough money to do anything fun.
Yeah, I know you had
Yeah,
a
she's
ton of
got
money.
plenty
You
of
could
money.
have probably financed everything here.
I
But-
mean, not the 400 gold one, but I have got a lot of gems, and you guys, I think, spent the money we could have on items, and I was like, no, this is all mine.
there's a jeweler in town.
I don't care. I want the
He owed
shinies.
us a lot of money last time, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's the sad thing.
No!
His debt got erased.
Oh, man.
Whoops.
We're here to collect.
I thought we got it before we left last time.
You got some of
yeah.
it,
Ah.
not all of it.
Got deleted anyway.
Yeah. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching today and for the various raids and redemptions and what have you. We will be back this coming Friday with more Pathfinder, or if you want to continue this game,
yeah, dude.
Sunday.
are we doing Sunday? We are doing Sunday.
We are doing
Yeah.
Sunday.
We are doing Sunday. Yeah.
But
yeah, we are.
not the 21st.
Not the 21st.
Or not the
That's
23rd, sorry.
23rd. Both.
Right. Both is good.
Yes. Is that it? I'm brain
That's it.
fried. Are we
Oh,
are we good?
no.
If we're brain fried,
Yes.
should we just say
Music?
goodbye? Do you want to do the?
Thank you for
tell-
the
tell
music.
everyone
Yeah,
about the
music was by Michael Gelfi Studios and Tabletop RPG Music. I remembered.
nice.
And the
forget by
charity will
Friday.
still
I'll
be
get that.
live. If people
Oh.
want to donate, that can happen
Yes.
off stream, on stream, anything you like stream.
And you can find us offline on our YouTube channel, where every video from this campaign and our past campaigns and our future campaigns can be found.
Dun dun
So-
dun dun. TikTok.
Cool.
Dun 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 dun.
Take care, everybody, and we'll see
Bye.
you next week. Bye bye.
Thank you guys.
Bye.